goes away. This one's over.
Oh my freaking goodness.
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Jeff Passan has the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
I am taking the Atlanta Braves.
Welcome everyone to day 3 of the MLB draft. This is Eric from Hum Baby Baseball, and I believe we're live on Hum Baby Prospects as well for day 3 of the draft, the culmination of the 2024 draft that I wait for every single year. And so far this year, it's been wild for sure. The San Francisco Giants were able to snag 3 of my favorite prospects despite not having a pick in the 2nd or 3rd round. James Tibbs III, massive power hitter from Florida State. Somehow, Dakota Jordan all the way at pick 116. This dude was expected to go in the 1st, maybe 2nd round. That's the kind of power Dakota Jordan has. And then another power hitter, Jacob Christian, an outfielder. We have our outfield now on lockdown. Okay, I don't really know if all 3 of these dudes are going to be as good as they seem in the big leagues, but oh my goodness. Jacob Christian, Robert Hipwell, 3rd baseman, another big power bat. I love it. 4 college power bats to start the draft for the Giants. Then we go into pitching for a couple of solid arms, a lefty and a righty. Then a really nice hitter, Zane Zielinski, a shortstop from University of Illinois at Chicago, and Cade Vernon. That's the recap. Yeah, a lot of really good players still remain undrafted, including some really good college players, but mostly the best left are high school guys. Presumably teams are scared they're going college. Dax Whitney from Idaho. Garrett Shull, one of my favorites from Enid, Oklahoma. He's probably going college at this point, but these guys, you never know. If you take them, they might sign. Carson Wiggins, another top arm out of Roland, Oklahoma. Sawyer Farr from Boswell, Texas. Noah Franco, who you talked about a lot yesterday, Logan. Noah Franco, a lefty and an outfielder, a two-way player. Tegan Coons, one of my favorite pitchers from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. You might have heard of that. Mason Russell, Duncan Marston, Jackson Barbary, Mason Brassfield, all really good high school players still out there. Do you agree with most analysts that Florida reached for PJ at 16? I really love PJ. Let's go to, can we get the team out here? Let's just look at the overall picks here. We are coming close. Yeah, they reached a little bit. I thought PJ Orlando was going to fall maybe out of the 1st round, but for me, I had him ranked, and I'll bring up my ranking. And I didn't have him ranked that high, but I have him ranked at 28. So I had him in 1st round, in the 1st round area here at number 28 as my ranking. In other words, if I was the Marlins, I probably wouldn't have picked him, but I don't hate the pick at all. He just has a superstar feel to him. I don't know if it's going to be Bryce Harper level superstardom, but I see him being a pretty damn good player at the big league level. I see PJ Orlando having a nice career personally. But look at all these high school picks in the 1st round. A lot of high school picks: Braylon Payne, Theo Gillen, and then down here, 3 straight: Kellen Lindsey, Cam Caminiti, Cash Mayfield. We expected all those guys to go, and Caminiti took a little while, but he was finally picked, and he's got to be thrilled to be going to the Atlanta Braves. But, Dakota Jordan, I mean, it's hard to say. I think he's better than like a Rob Deere, a home run or strikeout, pure home run or strikeout, somewhere in between Rob Deere and maybe Aaron Judge, somewhere in there. I'm not saying he's Aaron Judge, but he will strike out. But I think I think he'll strike out less than Judge. He's not going to hit maybe as many home runs. He's not going to be probably that good. I mean, Judge is a monster. Let's just be honest. But James Tibbs is only 6 feet. He's not absolute humongous guy like Judge, but He does have insane power. And if we look at his stats, James Tibbs, like, talk about his strikeout issues. Like, yeah, he'll strike out a little bit, but honestly, 251 at bats, 37 strikeouts. That's actually pretty freaking good. He walks more than he strikes out. So that's Tibbs. I'm sorry. Meant to bring up Jordan. So Tibbs is a freaking guy who never strikes out. Jordan, okay, I was going to say 84 and 240. Not great, but you can double that, about average of 500 at bats a year, 160, 170 strikeouts maybe. Let's go Judge. Judge will strike out earlier in his career over 200 times, 150, 140, 158, and he's a big superstar. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see, but I like the potential of him cutting down those strikeouts and becoming a serious home run hitter at the big league level. James Tibbs remind me a little bit of Victorino. Could very well be. Smash the like button. If I'm live on both channels, more the merrier. I actually was going to just go live on Hum Baby Prospects, but I accidentally scheduled for Hum Baby, and people were already, you know, scheduling it or scheduling a reminder. I was like, well, I don't want to pull it, but also a lot of people showed up yesterday at Hum Baby Prospects. So I was like, we're going live on both, and we'll see. This is the first time I've tried it live on both. So far, so good. So far, so good. Keep up the great work. I think the O's stole that kid from UNC. Their farm is loaded. The Baltimore Orioles somehow got Vance Honeycutt all the way at 22. Vance was originally looked at as a first overall potential pick, a potential first overall pick. Then they get Griff O'Farrell and Ethan Anderson, who will stay in the orange and black as they move into the Orioles farm system. Austin Overn from USC, Chase Alsop from Auburn, Ryan Stafford from Cal Poly, TJ Layton from Charlotte Christian High School, Carson Dorsey, Colin Tuft, Jack Crowder, and Christian Rodriguez. We talked about all of these dudes yesterday, and yeah, a very solid draft so far for the Baltimore Orioles. But one of my favorites is the Oakland A's of all teams. You got Nick Kurtz. Somehow Tommy White falls all the way to 40. Then Gage Jump. These are all, and then Joshua Kuroda Grauer and Rodney Green, all top 5 of these guys. Legitimate players, top 150 prospects easily, and love all of these guys. And then later on, they got some really good players. Jared Sprague, Lott out of Arkansas, Davis Diaz out of Vanderbilt. They're going for high ceiling guys right here. But notice the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 were all ranked in the top 250 for MLB. So I think the A's are doing a pretty good job. Day 3, F it, I'll do it live. We're going live. Thank you for that 1999. I totally agree with you. The O's have done great. We are at 12:59, and it's time to bring up the round number 11, and we have nobody. We're going live. F it. We're going live. William Schmidt, by the way, my number 31 prospect, has decided he's going college. He went ahead and told pro teams, don't even bother, withdrew his name from the MLB draft. William Schmidt will not be drafted. He will not be drafted. He's going college. What college, you ask? Where else? LSU. LSU, of course. Okies are about to get picked so far in the draft. Carson Benj, is going to from Oklahoma State, going to the Mets. Brian Holiday, Oklahoma State, going to the Cardinals. John Spikerman from OU, going to the Phillies. Zach Earhart, OSU, Boston. Braden Davis, OU, St. Louis Cardinals. Jansen Keisel, pitcher, OSU. Robert Krantz, pitcher, OSU, Tampa Bay and Washington. Ryan Lambert, pitcher from Oklahoma to New York Mets. All college so far, other than, actually there's been some, hadn't there been some high school? Or not, maybe not. Because I know a couple of the top guys, Garrett Shull is still out there and Carson Wiggins is still out there. I could be forgetting a high school guy. D2 guys need more love. Oh my gosh, tell me about it. We've had a few, I think four or five. We had D2 baseball in here yesterday. Hopefully they'll join us again with the scoop on all the Division II guys. Not a lot, but one of my favorites was drafted, and that was let me see here. McDowell, Darian McDowell, I think is his name. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Was it? Yeah, Darian McDowell from West Florida was drafted, and I was super excited and happy for him because he was on my top 5 Division II players. McDowell was drafted by the Padres, University of West Florida, and a few other Division II guys were drafted. Some they can play. They can play. What's up, Anthony Manzano? Didowick? Let's find out. 101 for Harrison Didowick out of Virginia Tech. 101. Colby Shelton. 144 out of, oh my God, Colby Shelton. This is the dude. This is why we're live right now. I want to know where Colby Shelton is going and some of these big college power hitters who could be massive steals because they're still out there. And I'm forgetting a few. Every time they'll pop up on the draft, like, oh my God, he hasn't been taken yet. Dax Whitney's still out there. A lot of really good players, college and high school, are still out there. Trust me, every single year, there are some late round picks who make it to the big leagues and make it as big time players. We are going to round 11. Okay, we're underway. Kyle Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, and we are underway right away. A great pitcher who I watched from Texas Tech is heading to the Oakland A's. The Oakland A's continue to freaking dominate this draft. Holy crap. Kyle Robinson off the board. I have video of him, but this draft is moving quick. Zachary Cower from TCU, a pitcher, and I watched him as well, but right away. And then from Puerto Rico at Vanderbilt, Alan Espinal. All three of these dudes, legit. Excited to see what my Cardinals do. Sarah is back. The best power hitter high school left might be Garrett Shull. I think the biggest, most of them are pitchers. The really good Sawyer Farr is still out there, but as far as big power potential, it has to be Garrett Shull of Enid, Oklahoma is the best left. Blake Shepardson out of the University of San Francisco. Is this the first guy from SF, from the University of SF? It is Blake Shepardson. Blake Shepardson is off the board, ladies and gents. So we go to round 11. The Giants are going to come quick. This thing is moving a lot faster than yesterday. So we're just going to keep up with it. I'll play some videos from time to time, but I'm not going to play every player. I don't have every player, but even if I did, there's not time to play clips from every single player. But Blake Shepardson was mostly a reliever, but he transferred from Regis, who Regis has already had someone get drafted. Regis is a Division II school. Shout out to Ethan Sloan. Speaking of D2, So this guy here, Blake Shepardson, was Division II at Regis, transferred to San Francisco, which is in the WCC, which is Division I. Division I West Coast Conference. Here we go. And we got it. We got it here. D2 baseball is back. Jake Jakielik, Northwood to Rangers in 10th round. Okay, so I missed that one. So we'll back up to the 10th round right at the end here. I did not realize Jake was a Division II player. So congratulations. Let's see if we can bring up his profile. He got picked by the Rangers right at the end of the stream yesterday. I saw it pop up and I didn't honestly, I was exhausted by that point. So I didn't look too closely at it. But yeah, Northwood, Division II. So congratulations. Here he is right here. Division II representation. Carved his way through the prejudice. Yeah, I think there are some Wyatt Langford types at the top, definitely early first round. And who knows, maybe even later. Let's jump to round 11, see what's going on here. John Gazdar from Austin P has been selected. Trey Gregory Alford, very nice. Both those guys I checked out. Both those guys I scouted. They're on my list. Amazing, man. Amazing how many players that I looked at are getting picked here. John Gazdar. John. You all know John, right? Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen here. John Gazdar right there. It just barely made my top 250, but he made my top 250. He's been drafted by the Cardinals. Very nice. I know there's a Cardinals fan in the chat, and that is a great pick right there. Cardinals, I don't even know who's had the best drafts. A lot of these, I'm just loving a lot of the teams and what they're doing. A lot of years, I'm like, who are you guys taking? Who are these dudes? This year, taking dudes that I'm familiar with, that I've scouted, that I've watched. And Gazdar is a pure hitter. The dude is a Ted Williams, hit over 400. Hit over 400 for Austin P. Yeah, we scouted these guys. And Trey Gregory, I know I watched him. Is he here? I had him. Of course I had him here. Top 100. I had him at 86 overall. Right-handed pitcher of Coronado High School. Scouted him as well. Didn't get a chance to make a video or even type out a scouting report on him. I was planning to. That's why he's on the list here. He goes to Coronado High School in Nevada. This dude is electric. Just disgusting stuff. Stephen Brooks from Cal Poly to the Boston Red Sox. Thank you so much, Zach McDonald. I guess not. I think you just missed the list, Logan. Just missed the list. Maybe. Did he? I'm searching. It's not coming up, so I guess he's not on there. But I can't even remember who all I put. But he's from Miami, the Redhawks. Really good player there. Okay, the Giants have gone, and it is okay. I'm not gonna bull crap you. I don't know who the hell this is. Andy Polanco, Central Point Christian Academy. Andy Polanco. Let's find out who the hell this is. Anybody know? Andy Polanco. He's got a perfect game profile. He's committed to the College of Central Florida. Not no more, buddy. Welcome to SF. Just kidding. He can go there if he wants. Not ranked especially high. This is not bad. 51st best outfielder in Florida. But all things considered, he's got the size, 6'4", ranked 374th nationally as an outfielder. 89 miles per hour fastball velo, so he's got a good strong arm. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about Andy Polanco. He was not on my radar. Dallas, you were at the Home Run Derby last night in the National. Oh, God, Lord, Jiminy Christmas. Dallas sports fan forever. When she started singing, give her the benefit of the doubt. It's kind of a funky voice. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. When this thing amps up, it's going to be amazing. No. Holy crap. Holy crap. That was bad. That's going to go down in history. A lot of historic events are happening lately, but none bigger than the national anthem at the Home Run Derby. That's a joke, but it was bad. Sarah Small, back to the draft. Andy Polanco, we're going to try to find some footage. I'm keeping an eye on who's getting drafted. I got one eye on the draft, one eye on Polanco. Found him. I found him. I found some swings. Not a whole lot to go on, but nice opposite field approach. Same thing, kind of. That ball was outside and low, and he gets to it, and he works with it, goes to the opposite field on that one. So I liked what I saw there from Andy Polanco. Another look at him. Every single swing looks the same. He just kind of pops it out to the opposite field. Last year's Derby was a lot better. Yeah. Apparently she was so intoxicated she was going to rehab, the Anthem singer from last night at the Derby. Oh, okay. Apparently she is so intoxicated she's going to rehab. How did they let her go? Why would she get drunk before she's singing at the national anthem? Christian Little has been drafted by the Seattle Mariners. Christian Little. I do have a video on Christian Little, I think, from last year. From last year. .7. Christian Little, right-handed pitcher, Louisiana State. Despite a 7.79 ERA for LSU in 2023, Christian Little showed promising stuff with a mid-90s heater, high spin rate curveball, strong changeup, and a 10.9 strikeout ratio. He walked 29 batters in 34 innings, many of which eventually came in to score, resulting in the unfortunate ERA. Depending on where Little is drafted, he may return to LSU for his senior year, but some of his advanced stats indicate that an improvement in his command is almost all that is needed for him to become a borderline elite arm. He gets batters to chase at an extremely high rate and, as mentioned, strikes them out with frequency. He would certainly need a few years in the minors to hone his craft, but the pure stuff is there, and Little is not little. At 6'4" and 225 pounds, he has the size to entice scouts to pay attention to him come the 2023 MLB draft. Okay, so that was last year's scouting report on Christian Little. He goes this year to the Seattle Mariners. Jack Flaherty to the Marlins, and Cademan Parker out of TCU, another TCU pitcher, has gone to the Milwaukee Brewers. I did watch TCU live this season. Peyton Tully was the most impressive. I can't believe Anthony Silva's still on the board, and a lot of these guys are really good. Logan Maxwell, impressed. Zachary Cower and Cademan Parker have both been drafted from TCU here in the 11th round. What happened? Yeah, she was drunk, evidently. She was drunk. We have a problem at what's going on. And at least she got through the song now, considering that she was drunk. We have a real problem, man, what's going on here. And it's just incompetence all over the place. Just lack of professionalism lately around here, and myself included. Cademan Parker. We're waiting on the Tampa Bay Rays right now. Mac Estrada, by the way, out of Northwest Florida State. I got to check this one out. Northwest Florida State. If I see possible D2s, I got to double check. I'm not 100%. Northwest Florida State, I believe, is a junior college. So yeah, it's a junior college, and it's in NJCAA Region 8. So this is a junior college player right here who was drafted by the Yankees named Mac Estrada. But yeah, man, the incompetence is next level. Connor Gatwood, oh, you think I don't have him drafted? 150 out of Baker High, 6'5", 195, and I got a scouting report on him. He got a slider, he's got a changeup, need a little bit of work. He is committed to Auburn. Connor Gatwood is another dude who is out there. Has he been taken? I don't think so. Cade Satelli just got taken by the Tampa Bay Rays out of Houston. We don't want no ads up in here. We don't need ads. She said to herself she was intoxicated and heading to rehab. She shouldn't have sang it. She should have said, play a recording. It's just a home run derby. Like, they would have been okay. Honestly, I think they would have been fine if they would have just played a recording of it. I don't think anyone would have said anything because it would have been a little weird because they were doing such pomp and circumstance before it. But at the same time, it's a home run derby. It's not like it's the All-Star game. Who's singing for the All-Star game tonight? Roseanne? Who's singing for the All-Star game tonight? If I search it, I bet the only thing that'll come up is, yes, she's gone viral. She's gone viral. Who the hell is Ingris Andress, home run derby national anthem singer, draws harassment? Is that what they're going to say? Oh, harassment. Oh, I thought I was going to say harassment. Harsh criticism. Harsh criticism. Issued apology saying she was drunk during her performance and will check into rehab. I don't even know what to say. I'm glad she's going to rehab. I don't even know what to say. I don't get it because I don't drink. I don't get why you would, if you have a drinking problem, why would you drink? Can you not hold off a few hours before you're going to go sing at a major event? I don't get it. Troy Guthrie from Parrish Community High School to the Jays. Michael Carpenter, Madison College to the Twins. The Twins are doing amazing. Got a lot of off track here. I got off track. So Michael Carpenter, I guess he's 21. Let's see. He had I saw his stats, 1.03. I had to look it up. 1.03 ERA this year. I knew it was something disgusting. 78 innings. The man gave up 9 runs and 111 strikeouts. These are the kind of dudes you got to look out for. Michael Carpenter is a great pick because the sky's the limit. You don't know really how good he is. He hasn't faced the best competition. And because he plays in a smaller college, you're like, oh, he plays in a JC junior college. Like, oh, Division II junior college at that. Like, oh, this guy, he hadn't faced anyone. Well, guess what? Who he has faced, he's dominated. So who's to say he's not going to dominate the higher levels? Nice pick by the Twins. And the Twins also picked my boy, if we bring it up, well, we got to go here. I'm sorry. Minnesota Twins. Last year, they picked Cade Bragg, who I was in contact with on Twitter. This year, they picked my guy, Jacob Hall. Met him multiple times. And now Michael Carpenter. And they've gone. The Twins are not afraid. And they also took Billy Amick, who I was like, why is nobody taking him by number 60? Kyle DeBarge, one of my favorites from Louisiana, and Kalen Culpepper. The Twins are destroying this draft. They're having an amazing draft. An amazing draft. An embarrassing wake-up call. Epic fail. I mean, epic fail. Maybe that woke her up to the seriousness of her problem. I hope so. Maybe, maybe a lot of people think they do fine. They don't know what they sound. They don't know how bad they sound. That was bad. At least it was just in the home run derby and not in the main All-Star game or like a World Series game. Believe it or not, Wyatt Lunsford Shankman out of East Carolina. I don't know why he's still undrafted. If the Giants get him, I'm going to freak out. Bo Walker has just been drafted, another high school outfielder. All these really good high school players, but the top high school guys are not being taken. I think because they're afraid they're going to college. And you take a waiver on them. I don't take waivers. At this point, I'm not taking any of them because I don't think they're going to sign. But Bo Walker's committed to Georgia Tech of Joey Bart fame. He is one of the best outfielders in the state of Georgia. So not a bad pick right there with Bo Walker out of Star Mills High School in Georgia. He's 6'3", big power, and a good chance he will sign because he wasn't like ranked in the top 250. In fact, none of these guys except Trey Gregory Alford and Kyle Robinson were even ranked by MLB in the top 250. Dalton Pence, another North Carolina pitcher, has been taken by the Texas Rangers. So very nice, very nice, very nice. So this round is in the books. Get ready for round number 12. We are going straight into it. The Twins has their future. Of course, Lunsford. Oh yeah, I know you asked me that, and I totally disregarded what you said. Wyatt Lunsford, is he in my top 250? How about number 60? How about number 60? Logan, I know talent when I see it. East Carolina has got a ton of it. How is he still out there? This guy's going to be a closer someday. Got a flash flood warning. Tommy Molsky, Ali Camarillo, finally. Ali Camarillo has been taking oh my God, the Oakland A's are probably coming in at number 1. This guy from Texas A&M has been taken by the Oakland A's. An amazing shortstop with insane speed, an insane arm. He's probably the best. Maybe, let me bring it up here. Ali Camarillo has been taken. And Tommy, there's another Oklahoma guy, Tommy Molsky from Oklahoma State, a pitcher, has been taken by the Royals. But Ali Camarillo might be one of the best defensive college shortstops in the country. One of the top 5 best defensive shortstops in the country. Now, is defense everything if you can't hit? No. Can Ali Camarillo hit? Yes. I'm trying to bring it up. A's are crushing it, man. A's have a bright future in wherever the hell they end up. But he hit .371 in the Wood Bat Summer League. Actually, that wasn't the Wood Bat. I apologize. That was actually at CS Northridge. And then in the Summer League, he hit .302 in 2022 with Anchorage Glacier Pilots. But this year with Texas A&M, he hit .288. That's a solid batting average. OPS over 800, 7 home runs. He doesn't tear it up. This ain't freaking Mickey Mantle here. But when you consider his defense, Ali Camarillo is probably going to end up in the big league someday. The A's mean business. Shankman has a potential. Duncan Marston, you'll be impressed if I have Duncan Marston high. You'll be impressed. 53. Top 60. Are you impressed yet? I know my stuff. We're drafting here. We're going into this. Coastal Carolina, Alexander Meckley just got drafted out of by the Washington Nationals. I haven't talked about the Nationals, but some of them are sticking out to me. I'm going to look at the Nationals out of curiosity, but this guy's had a terrible ERA, walked too many hitters, does have good stuff, good strikeout stuff from Coastal Carolina. Did not really expect him to get drafted. I kind of just bypassed him. I looked at his stuff, I looked at his video, and I decided not to go for it. Fran O'Shell the third. Wait a second. Something's wrong here. Huge difference. This guy is a Duke pitcher. I'm just wondering why it says Okay, it changed to Duke. It just said something else. It didn't say Duke. And that's some other school here, and I'm tripping on acid because it said something else beside Duke. I was like, is that a different Fran O'Shell III? How could there be two Fran O'Shell IIIs? That's an interesting name. Let's check out Fran O'Shell, who just got taken by the Angels. The Angels are pumping up their draft system with top pitching arms. Fran O'Shell's a little funky delivery, but he gets outs. He gets outs. Shell, right-handed pitcher, Duke. Fran O'Shell's name caught the attention of MLB draft scouts everywhere after a dominant 2023 season in which he used his funky and violent delivery to strike out 66 batters in 39 innings, a 15.1 per 9 strikeout ratio. He allowed just 3 earned runs all season long, resulting in a .69 ERA and a 6-0 record, primarily as a long reliever. He also pitched for Team USA, striking out 14 hitters in 7.1 innings without allowing a run. He overwhelms hitters with a high-spin, high 90s riding fastball. Just as hitters think they've got it timed, he can also drop in a deadly curve. In 2024, he had a much more rocky season, struggling to find the strike zone, but still allowing just 16 hits in 23 innings and 0 home runs. He will need plenty of seasoning in the minors, but if he can get back to his 2023 form and develop a third pitch, he has the stuff to dominate out of an MLB bullpen. Very nice pick. Fran O'Shell has been selected by the Los Angeles Angels out of Duke. Scouted in person. Ethan Lanthier to the Mets out of Kansas. Solid arm right there. Camden Yannick out of Illinois. Catcher. Sean Hepner out of the University of British Columbia has been drafted by the Cleveland Guardians. And Jude Warwick to the Tigers. I said I was going to look at the Nationals. Okay. Oh man, yeah. I mean, I love some of these picks. Seaver King, I wouldn't have taken at 10, but okay, he's obviously a really good shortstop, and he could, for all I know, he could go on to be great. Caleb Lomavita, excellent hand-eye coordination. Kind of like, I think he's going to end up being really good, like a Pablo Sandoval. He might even switch positions like Pablo Sandoval did. And Caleb Lomavita has got a rocket for an arm. Just a great Luke Dickerson. I love this pick. The best power hitter, high school power hitter in New Jersey. He's a straight up Mike Trout type of swing. And Mike Trout's also from New Jersey. Kevin Bazell, scouted him in person. Love that pick. So actually they did pretty well. Jackson Kent. Let's see. Anyone else here? Robert Kranz. Luke Johnson. Okay, yeah, Washington Nationals did pretty dang good. Did pretty good. I'm not going to mess with them. They did pretty dang good. Let's see who the Giants got at 12. We got Xander Darby. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What was I saying earlier about professionalism? We got to keep our professionalism. The Giants are crushing it. The Giants are crushing it. Xander Darby out of UC Santa Barbara. That's where you got to tap into. This guy's got a rocket for an arm, third baseman, first baseman, but he can freaking rake. Love this. Love this pick. And he is on my top 250. He's at number 54. Almost made my top 50. That's how much I like this guy. Oh, you don't see it. Let me bring the tab. Xander Darby, I got ranked at number 54. Left-handed hitting infielder, contact rates through the roof, power potential, and he tears it up even with the wood bat in the Cape Cod League. Very nice pick by the Giants right there. I did not think that they were going to pull the trigger on Xander Darby. He hit in the wood bat league 292. Very nice, very nice. And that's saying something. A lot of guys in the go to the wood bat league, they hit like 120. You wanted Harrison Diddlewick or Colby Shell. That would have been nice. Your cousin getting drafted. Who's your cousin? PJ Love, what's up, my peoples? It's Corona Accounting Solutions. We take the fear out of accounting. Thank you, Deep Porter. That's why we went live on the Hum Baby Baseball channel as well. Actually, wasn't going to, but turned out well. So you guys can send the support if you are inclined to do so. I appreciate that so much. I don't know how to find out 100%, but one thing you can do is go to here to this MLB draft tracker and type in their name. And if it comes up, you know they've declared for the draft. But not everyone who's eligible will show up. For instance, Garrett Shull, I'll type his name. He shows up. Now, William Schmidt withdrew from the draft. He still shows up because he was there at the beginning. But let's see who's going now. Let's see where we're at. I lost track here. We're at round 12. Giants, I went on grade. Will Cannon out of Auburn. A pitcher out of Auburn. Very nice pick right there from the Reds. Brandon Butterworth out of NC State to the Padres. Kansas State, another Kansas State outfielder. Brendan Jones to the New York Yankees. And then we have Daniel Avita from Grand Canyon University in the WAC is heading to the Cubs. Evan Truitt from Charleston Southern. A solid arm right there is going to the Mariners. And Connor Cascanet from Purdue, a Canadian catcher. He's going to the Miami Marlins. Now, out of those picks, Brendan Jones from K-State's the only guy I scouted actually with my eyeballs in person. And the dude can hit. He's not like a guaranteed, but like he's going to hit around 300 in college. So we'll see how his bat develops. But another guy who hit well in the summer league, he hit 336 with a wood bat in 21. Then he hit 290 in 22, and then he hit 273 last year. So that's really nice consistency with a wood bat. And I think that's why the Yankees said, let's take a shot on this guy. We got 5 gifties. Trey Newland. He doesn't show up here. Let me see what I can find out. First of all, he's 24, so there's no reason that he wouldn't out of Flagler. And he's got 3 years college experience. I don't see why he wouldn't. He had a monster year this year. I don't see why he wouldn't declare for the draft. You would think he would. He's definitely eligible for the draft. I don't even know if you have to declare. I think a team can take you if you're 20 years old or older, or 21 or older. They can take you, and you haven't played professional baseball. You're eligible. They can draft me if they want. My little cousin hasn't been drafted yet, but has a solid career at Arizona. Oh, very nice, Jason Corona. I didn't know that your cousin was a ball player at Arizona. I've seen Arizona. Emilio Corona is your cousin? What? What are you talking about? Yo, man, I'm out, man. Y'all. That is awesome, dude. I did not know that. Yeah, Emilio Corona is a beast, especially last season. Last season, he tore it up. I think this year he might have dropped a little bit, but Emilio Corona is the cousin of Jason Corona. Bro, can we get an autograph up in here from Emilio? I will buy and I'll put it on my wall back here if I can get an Arizona Wildcats poster. And we get that baby signed. Let's move on here because I know about 10 people have been taken and I've been just yapping. So we're going to the 12th round right here. Let's wrap it. The 12th round is moving along. Andrew Tess just got taken by the Orioles. Christian Becerra. That's not the Stanford has a guy named Becerra. This is a different Becerra. This is a pitcher out of Cal. There's a infielder named Becerra on Stanford who has not been drafted. Carson Messina out of Somerville. Somerville has just nailed a second big prospect. Somerville High School. Can you imagine a high school getting 2 players drafted in the same year? These guys are teammates. PJ Morlando and Carson Messina have both been drafted now out of the same high school. That's nuts. Okay, we're moving on. Cody Morse, Weatherford College. This is a junior college. And Cody Morse ended up there. Isn't he a pitcher? Let me see. Yeah, a pitcher out of Weatherford College. Trying to bring some memory to my memory. These are some of the fringe guys right here that I have scouted. I've looked at them. I glanced at them. Some of them didn't make my list, but Cody Morse definitely was a beast in JUCO. Zach McDonald, worth a risk, 100%. 100%. We got Caden. Cayman Good has just been taken by the Atlanta Braves out of high school. The Braves are just literally stacking up pitching for their minor league system. This is a guy who's committed to Virginia or Virginia Tech, I think. But Cayman Good is an electric arm. Can hit 95, 96 with regularity. Right-handed pitcher, one of the best right-handers in the state of Virginia. And he's committed, though, to one of those schools in Virginia or Virginia Tech. I can't remember which. Let me see. Maybe I could find him on Twitter. The time has come for the Virginia Spiders. Cayman Good is really freaking good. I can't find out where he's committed, but I know I read it earlier. Here, oh no. Anyway, well, moving on. He's awesome. That's a nice pick from the Braves. Ryan Verdugo, finally from CSU Bakersfield. Ryan Verdugo, not obviously a different Ryan Verdugo. He is on my list at number 211 from CSU Bakersfield. Another guy I was able to see, and electric stuff from Ryan Verdugo. And someday he may face another dude named Verdugo in the big league someday, which would be Alex Verdugo. So Ryan Verdugo, 2.72 ERA on the season, 89 innings pitched, struck out 93 batters. Disgusting stuff for him. Eric would have ranked Ryan Verdugo in the top 250. I did rank Ryan Verdugo in the top 250. Yes, let's go Road Runners. What's up, LBSTV? Sorry about that. I'm trying to do a few things at once, so I'm trying to look at the comments section, and I'm trying to Chris Canizaro out of Virginia Tech is what was the question? Oh, you just asked his name. I assume he's available. He's a graduate student. He should be definitely available. But if I look here, we can go here, Virginia Tech. And we can see a bunch of names here. He's not, that name that you said does not appear to be listed here, but he's still available because he's a graduate student. So if someone wants to take him, he definitely should be available. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but he should be available in the draft. But I would definitely know Virginia Tech. Just got on a break for what have I missed? Grand Admiral. The Giants have made some nice picks. The picks are coming in hot right now. We're in round 12. This one's going through quick. We're actually in round 13. Let me just look here. John West out of Boston College, a legit right-handed arm heading to the Diamondbacks, and Josh Springer. I feel like the Rangers are taking a lot of high school, a lot of catchers in general. Josh Springer to the Rangers. Now round number unlucky 13. Riley Huge from Winthrop, South Carolina. Winthrop, wait a second here. Winthrop is in the Big South. The Eagles, they have not had, actually, they actually had someone drafted last year, Brady Hopkins, but before that, you got to go back to 2019. They haven't had a big league or someone make it to the big leagues drafted since 2005. So Winthrop University getting some love, and I appreciate that right here. I want to see some dudes on here. Riley Huge from Winthrop. Good left-handed pitcher. He actually was not going to be drafted until this year, and he showed up and had a really strong year. Opponents just could not hit him, and he struck out. Like he went last year, Riley Huge was just another pitcher, just another, non-power 5 D1 pitcher. And then this year, all of a sudden he struck out 2 guys per inning. Like, I don't know what happened. He improved his fastball over the offseason, hit the weight room, and he came out huge this year, and he has been drafted. Hoping, what's up, Slimify? What's going on? 323 with 13 bombs in the SEC. That ain't easy. Where's the wall? The edge of the carrier. Corona Accounting Solutions. Will you do a video on all their picks, all the Giants picks? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Promise you that. The draft continues. How many people we got up in here? 53 people in the chat. We do appreciate it. Nolan Sparks out of the University of Rochester to the Cardinals. We got Cardinals fans here. And I do appreciate everyone being here. Do I have Aaron Graber? I don't think so. Delaware? I do not have him on my top 250. I did not think he was eligible, but maybe he is. Maybe he is eligible for the draft. He's 21, so he should be eligible for the draft if he's 21. But yeah, no, really good power bat right there out of Delaware. So we'll keep an eye and see if he gets love to see his name pop up here. He didn't quite make my top 250. Matt McShane out of St. Joseph's, a college in Pennsylvania. Where is the D2 picks? This is D1 Atlantic 10 Conference. SJU. SJU. Here we go. D2 baseball. We have the announcement of a D2 guy. I did not know Wingate. Sean Barnett out of Wingate was selected. Of course. We have another Division II player in the 11th round, hit 349 with 26 bombs, 87 driven in, All-American player, Sean Barnett. This is what we're talking about out of Wingate. I knew Wingate was D2, and I don't know how that passed me by. In the South Atlantic Conference, the Bulldogs, Division II player. We're bringing him up right now. There he goes. Sean Barnett, 6'2" junior. He tore it up this year. And he is very deserving. And we'll be keeping a close eye on him as he goes into the minor leagues. Very nice pick right there. I'm starting watching you after remember Giants also picked 2 power outfielders last year, Bryce Eldridge and Walker Martin. The more the merrier. They're not all going to make it. They're not all going to make it. So the more the merrier. Let's freaking go. Okay, let's get back to the 11th round. See who we got here. Not 11th round. I'm sorry, 13th round. What are we doing? Okay. Nolan Sparks, Fulton Lockhart out of Central Florida. R.J. Gordon was taken out of Oregon to the New York Mets, as is his teammate Bennett Thompson to the Cleveland Guardians. And we're moving on here. We got a JUCO pick here out of Chipola College in Florida. Lucas Ellisalt, and then Shea Sprague out of North Carolina. North Carolina is, holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dalton Pence and Casey Cook, teammates again. And now it's the Giants. The Giants are picking here. I want to thank everyone for jumping in. I do appreciate it. Who do we have here? The Giants have picked Drake George. Now, first of all, that's a big league name out of Lewis Clark State in Idaho. What division is that in? Cascade Collegiate Conference? What's with the ads? I think it's NAIA. I think it's NAIA. I think it's NAIA. Yes, Derek B, NAIA. Wow, the Giants are going deep. Drake George, Eric, let's check out Sawyer Farr, and then we'll check out Drake here. Sawyer Farr, I have ranked at 162. It is on my top 250. And waiting on to hear his name. I did do a video on him. So NAIA, we have tapped deep into college baseball to take Drake George. There was just no way. Even I didn't get a chance to scout this guy. Let's check him out. But I love that the Giants are giving these dudes a chance. And we're going to check this guy at Drake George. 4.91 ERA, 66 innings pitched, 72 hits given up, 21 walks. 74 strikeouts. So the strikeout stuff's legit. An interesting pick. They must have scouted him in person and loved his stuff. Sometimes I've done the same. So I'd have to check him out, but I'm happy for this kid. I don't know nothing about him. Well, we're about to know a lot about him. We'll have a video on Drake George. Is he on Twitter? Yes. Drake George. Let's tag him. Forever Giant, dude. Maybe he'll follow me back. All right, so Drake George off the board. Anthony Steffen from Virginia. Matthew Watson, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Dylan Lewis, Queens, University of Charlotte. And then Evan Aschenbeck. Evan Aschenbeck. How the hell is he still out there to the Cubs? What is going on? Evan Aschenbeck on my list at number 69. Top 70 prospect for me out of Texas A&M, completely ignored by teams for almost 3 days now. But he went 6-1, 2.02 ERA. I mean, his numbers are amazing. 10 saves. He's their closer for Texas A&M. A Texas A&M team, one of the best teams in the country. Evan Aschenbeck just now gets picked? What is going on? I thought he'd been off the board. Holy crap. And Cody Schreier just now gets picked out of UCLA by the Marlins. The Marlins seem to be having a really good draft. Schreier was one of the best prospects in the whole country when he was in high school, like top 2 rounds picks. He ended up going to UCLA. He's just a really good instinctual shortstop. Makes all the routine plays, and he also has pop. Just a good overall player. Giants got guts going to the NAIA when they did. Drake George would have probably been there in the 20th round, but they wanted him. They got him. Anthony Martinez from Irvine is not here. I don't know. They don't list them all for some reason. Like I can put certain schools I know guys are available and they don't show up. Guys that I know personally and I've talked to and they're like, yeah, I'm hoping to get drafted, and then they don't show up on here. So I know not everybody's here, but if they're eligible, they could be drafted. So Cody Schreier out of UCLA. These are now some really good picks. I mean, Drake George. I ain't gonna hate on an NAI kid who got picked. I'm super excited for him, but I don't really understand it because there's so many. There's like some elite guys left high school and college. I mean, elite players. So Giants must really love something about Drake George. Keeping a good eye on him as he goes through the minor leagues. 329 round 11. Edgar Colon out of Felix Varela Senior High School in Florida out of Puerto Rico. Let's see what we have here. Actually, the #1 ranked right-handed pitcher in Puerto Rico. #1 right-handed pitcher in the country of Puerto Rico. Holy crap. 6'3", 170, so he's lean. He can build more muscle. 18 years old. Committed to Miami. 92 fastball velo. This is never his top. This is just what he was clocked at that day. So that means he could probably hit 94, 95. And he can also play infield. Looks like a pretty freaking solid pick right there. Very nice. By the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds have crushed it this draft. Holy moly. Cincinnati Reds. Chase Burns, they went. They had the guts to go for Chase Burns, and they got Luke Holman, Tyson Lewis, Mike Sirota, Jacob Friend. Some really nice guys here that I like a lot. I like it a lot. Let's go to round 13. And the picks are flying in here, guys. Evan Aschenbeck, love this pick from the Cubs. Cody Schreier, love that pick right here. Xavier Kohlhoser from St. John's, and just now Brandon Downer from CBU, California Baptist. The WAC. You got to tap into the WAC sometimes. Brian Downer was has been a starter. He was in the bullpen. He switched to the rotation at one point, and had a really nice year. He really limits hits. He's not like a super strikeout. He doesn't strike out everybody, but Brandon Downer is a big guy, good length, 6'5". He just needs to add a couple more miles an hour to that fastball. Control the slider, control that stuff a little better. He could be on his way, but very congratulations to Brandon Downer out of California Baptist in the WAC. In the WAC. Maybe I can make the screen bigger. I don't know. Huge difference. Huge difference. That's your pitcher, Acuña, at Valera. Qué bueno. Pues parece un buen lanzador. El número 1 en todo el país de Puerto Rico. #1 in the country. Not in the state. In the country. Okay, junior college, Colby Jones just got selected. Out of Northwest Florida State College. Northwest Florida State College. I looked at like the top JC hitters. I remember seeing Colby Jones, I think. But he didn't blow me away, but he was definitely, he hit about 370, 375-ish. Bunch of stolen bases. So it's speedster. 5'11". So I think this is who I'm thinking of. He's a super fast guy. Not a ton of home runs, but super fast, high batting average, really good pure hitter. So that's who the Braves go with. They go with an offensive player. Tegan Kane out of Kansas, another player out of Kansas. Kansas has been getting a lot of draft picks. And Bryce Boucher out of Oregon has been taken. Gracias, the whack. We're not playing with the whack. So that's it for round 13. The Rangers, actually, we got a couple more. Or we're getting close to the end of round 13. Giants took out of Lewis Clark State, the NAIA. It threw me because I said Lewis Clark State is definitely not Division I. It's not a traditional Division I program. I don't think it's, but I didn't know if it's Division II, maybe Division III. It's actually NAIA. So it's not even NCAA, it's NAIA, and very nice Drake George with the opportunity. Robert Frey, thank you for following me on Twitter. I followed you back. Robert Frey, you the man with the plan. What were we talking about again? The draft. Kyle Ayers out of TCU. TCU is just getting everyone. The entire freaking team is going pro. Their coach is freaking out. Stop taking my dudes. But Kyle Ayers is a junior, so he was going to be back at TCU, I assumed. But now he may go pro. He's been drafted. He didn't have a great ERA. I scouted him in person. He looked pretty good. He struck out about 3 guys in 2 innings, and I saw him. Didn't give up any runs, didn't give up any hits. But for the season, he's got a 6.59 ERA. So definitely got to clean up some stuff, giving up a few runs, but nevertheless, Kyle Ayers has been selected. Now let's jump into round 14. Ryan Majdick out of Missouri, right off the bat. University of Missouri, the Oakland A's take this left-handed pitcher. Didn't pitch a whole lot this year. I think he might have had some injury issues. Let me see if I can bring up his stats. Let's bring up the stats for Ryan Majdick. Oh, he's not a pitcher? I thought he was a pitcher. Yeah, he's a pitcher. Okay, he's a two-way player. He's a two-way player. He's a two-way dude, but not really. He didn't bat this year. Okay, he's converted to a pitcher. He used to be a two-way player. Florida Southern hit 296, but they've switched him to a pitcher this year. So I was tripping. Like, what am I looking at? This year with Missouri, 1-3. He only pitched in 14 games, 4 starts. 37 strikeouts in 35 innings. Okay, so I wouldn't have picked him. Just not enough experience here to really know. But obviously the A's scouted him in person. They must have seen something they really like of his stuff, because I don't see why you would draft someone with that little experience pitching. But he is 24 years of age, so maybe they just grabbed him while they could. He probably a senior. Makes sense. Oh my goodness, it's Kyle DeGroat out of Wallkill Senior High School. The Kansas City Royals have taken Kyle DeGroat, a two-way player. He pitched, he hit, he is an absolute machine. They have taken him, it looks like, as a pitcher. We take a look at my list. Is he here? I got him at 247. He barely cracked my top 250. Kyle DeGroat. I remembered looking at him. I liked his stuff. And so the name just popped out to me. I think I put him on my top 250, and I did at 247. Kyle DeGroat has been drafted by Wallkill, out of Wallkill Senior High School by the Royals. So we're moving along here, round 14. Joel Tejada Jr. out of Florida State to the Washington Nationals. Thank you, everyone. Logan here, still undrafted. Who else is undrafted? Colby Shelton. What is the reason for not drafting Colby Shelton? I'm trying to figure out the logic at this point in time. Is he dedicated to returning to Florida? I don't know. I mean, he's not like the best hitter of all time, but hit 20 home runs. And he hit 20 home runs on the Power 5. Mason Burns to the St. Louis Cardinals out of Western Kentucky. I'm just not understanding the logic behind that, but you're right. He probably, if he's not drafted by now, we still got a few rounds left, though. We still got a few rounds left. So a super strikeout guy here, Mason Burns. The Cardinals are just stacking up with pitchers with strikeout arms. They took Nolan Sparks in the 13th, and now Mason Burns, who struck out, I think, like 1.5 to 2 guys per inning, just a big strikeout numbers, a little bit of control issues, but John Gazdar, loved that pick out of Austin Peay. Bryce Madron, scrappy but excellent player out of Oklahoma, a dude who just grinds. Bryce Madron he's going to make it to the big leagues, in my opinion, or close. Andrew Dutkinich, the 4th, is an absolute beast, another really good arm. Jack Finley, a great arm. Braden Davis, then you get to the top guys, and Brian Holiday, one of the best pitchers in college baseball because he just hits his spots. That catcher puts the glove there, he hits it. And then J.J. Weatherholt was going to be first overall, and he kind of fell a little bit, and the Cardinals got him. The Cardinals crushed it. Cardinals crushing this draft. Victor out of Central Florida. Both have swing and miss, but have 20-plus bombs at big schools. Dude, who doesn't have some swing and miss? Come on. Come on, man. Let's go. What's going on here? 58 in the... we had 5 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Tanner Witt. Now, there's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time. He was one of the top freaking prospects in the game. Last year, he was drafted in the 18th round. Now by the Orioles last year. This year, he's drafted by the Mets in the 14th round. He didn't have the best season, I think. So he's just been injured. He was one of the best prospects in 2022 or 2021. We got to go back to 21. He was a reliever. He was a top dude, but he had some control issues, and he's just been hurt. So who knows? You know, that's a nice try by the Mets to go ahead and say let's take him. We're in the 14th round. Let's take Tanner Witt. Who knows? Maybe he works out. Maybe he gets his injury stuff together. Madron, the man. Maybe he gets his injuries under control, and who knows? So appreciate that pick right there from the New York Mets. We move on. Florida Gulf Coast is Division I. Ian Farrow. We have St. Joseph's out of Pennsylvania. Ryan Cesarini and St. Mary's College in California. We have Preston Howie. The picks are rolling in. Where's my ball? Manny Aviles Jr. Who are you guys looking for? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Who are we waiting on? I'm waiting on some dudes myself. Alex Bouchard out of Lehigh, Pennsylvania. Who y'all waiting on? Lehigh University is Division I in the Patriot League. The Patriot League with Army, Navy, and all that. So Alex Bouchard off the board. Well, let's take a look at his stats real quick. Bouchard is off to Boston. The Boston Red Sox. He only pitched in 2 games this year. No wonder he wasn't on my radar. These picks are crazy. Last year he started 12 games. He was really good, and that's what they're drafting him for. 3.65 ERA, 37 strikeouts, and 49 innings. Not especially insane this day and age. It's back in the day that would have been an acceptable strikeout ratio. This day and age, you're looking for at least 1 per inning, right? But he did have that in 22 in the summer ball. Came over from Dickinson to Lehigh, and has obviously had some injuries. He only pitched 2 games this year, so crazy pick. Giants are on the board. Giants are on the board. Giants are on the board. Here we go, and it is Jeremiah Jenkins. Jeremiah Jenkins out of the University of Maine. We're going all the way to Maine. Giants are not afraid of freaking Maine. So an interesting pick right here. This is a infielder, I think. Let's see what we got. Let me see what it says here. 6'4". Yeah, first baseman, left-handed first baseman, Jeremiah Jenkins. Big, strong, powerful dude right here. But obviously one of the lower ranked guys, not a top 250 prospect, but big potential here. Now we have to look at his stats. I don't remember, but I don't think they're pretty. I think he hit a few home runs this year. Yes, he did. He hit a few. 22 bombs, 341 batting average, 1,213 OPS. Love this pick. We're going for upside here. We're going for pop. We're going for future big bats. They probably had their eye on him for a while. He's hit 50 college home runs in 551 at bats with a 1,100 OPS. What are your thoughts? You got to love this. Jeremiah Jenkins. We're got to look at some highlights. I don't think he's on my top 250. Let me double check. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, is he on my top 250? Number 87 out of Maine. I knew I scouted this dude, and I knew I liked him a lot, and he had insane pop. I did not realize I had him ranked this high. I thought maybe he was like, maybe he made the list, but I couldn't remember how high I put him. I've been prepping this for a year, ladies and gentlemen. You know how many prospects there are that I looked at? So I couldn't remember even if I had him on the list or how high. But obviously I loved this dude. It's been a few months since I scouted him. Jeremiah Jenkins, I have at 87. The Giants have to be watching me. The Giants have to be looking at my list. And if you're like, oh, he's not on MLB's list. He's not on any list. There's no MLB draft list that has Jeremiah Jenkins except mine. So the Giants came through. Austin Green out of Texas Tech. Name your price. Austin Green's out of Texas Tech. I did scout him in person. Do I have a video? I do. Field, Texas Tech. Since enrolling at Texas Tech, Austin Green has built lots of muscle and size, and it has translated into a career 969 OPS for the Red Raiders. He's an athletic, all-around player who can play the infield and outfield, play elite defense, and switch hits. At the plate, he hit .322 this season, using his incredibly quick hands to consistently make solid contact. He struck out just 21 times all season long and worked 31 walks. He has some pop, with 20 career home runs and 388 at-bats and a rocket for an arm. He has good speed and stole 6 bases without being caught this year. Green is simply an all-around excellent player who does everything well and has a chance to get even better as he develops through the minors. I have scouted I've watched Alex Schroeder I've seen him multiple times, but Alex Schroeder is a machine out of Oklahoma Baptist. And it's insane power. I don't know how he does it. Just squares up everything. And then Trip Clark out of Angelo State. Obviously, I scouted him last year in person. Crushed an opposite field home run. And it was just a super impressive bat. And he just tears it up. I've been in touch with him and his dad over on Twitter. Trip Clark is on my top 5. Both of these guys are on my top 5 D2 prospects. Waiting for them. Waiting to hear their name. But I'm really excited. Jeremiah Jenkins for the Giants. The Giants are taking a lot of guys I scouted. I had on my list. Cam Clayton out of Washington to the Miami Marlins. And James Nunnally was just taken, a really good catcher out of high school with big power. Crushes high school pitching. And I think he's a switch hitter. Or is he a left-handed hitter? He's a left-handed hitter. Yeah, he's a left-handed hitter. Ryan Schaefer out of Arizona State, pitcher. Scouted. Saw him in person at Arizona State, I believe, during spring training, and he looked really solid. Disgusting stuff, good strikeout stuff, but he will walk dudes. He transferred over from Grand Canyon in the WAC. He was good enough there, I guess, to get the attention of Arizona State. Moved over, and yes, where's your modest? No modesty here, buddy. We're going hardcore. Oh, you don't like to be called buddy. My bad. My good friend, Captain PK, man, OG. But yeah, it is what it is. James Nunnally, really good power bat right there. Ryan Schaefer out of Arizona State. And now J.R. Freethy out of Nevada. Second baseman. Let's check out him. Decent stats, if I recall, about 10 or so, 300, yep, 10 home run, 300 batting average. Just very, just straight across the board. OPS just under 1,000, which is, of course, amazing. But really good hitter. J.R. Freethy out of Nevada has been taken, a switch hitter. Jacob Kisting out of Bradley University, now to the Twins. Moving along fast. Super exciting. Oh, I wanted Jacob Geloff. Yes, I did. We didn't get him. We did not get him. Unfortunately. Malaki Lot. I we'll take a look. I think he's Sam Houston. Let's see. If we just put Sam Houston State, why is no one coming up? Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's not listed here. Walter Yannick, Jeffrey David, Wyatt Tucker. But should be available. Okay. We're just waiting. You know, there's so many, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of prospects available. And it is what it is. Lindsey Wilson. We have a player out of Lindsey Wilson. And his name is Cohen Aiken. Cohen Aiken. N-A-I-A. Vivan las universidades pequeños. Gotta love it. Nathan Hernandez is here. Eldridge Armstrong? I don't believe so. Not yet. He is still out there. He is still out there for some reason. Haven't heard his name yet. And it's interesting because a lot of guys are getting drafted who kind of like him. He hadn't even been hurt. He didn't pitch much this year, but he's showed some electric stuff in the past. You would think that's kind of right on par with the kind of guys who are getting drafted today. All right, Jared Spencer and Mason Guerra, Will Gagnon have all been drafted. Oregon State, Mason Guerra out of Oregon State, and Jared Spencer. Now, that's a big league name. Let's just keep it all the way real right here. Jared Spencer out of Indiana State. He's got the name. He's got the stuff. He's got the size. 6'3", had a solid season at a 4 point, about an ERA around 4 this year. Strikes out everybody. I don't know what took so long for someone to take Jared Spencer. I'm looking at my list. I'm going to see if I got him on here. No, but Jared Spencer is disgusting. In a good way. Bam! I love that quick arm action, quick motion. And it just looks intimidating. Look at his face after he throws the ball. He's pissed. He's like, love this dude. Oh, come on, man. Hit that. That's the man right there. Look for Jared Spencer moving up here. Braden Quinn out of Connecticut. Braden Quinn has been taken. Scouted him as well. Do play-by-play with All Game Hum, baby. Viva la raza. 2 days ago, he got up with the 96 game. I was kind of surprised he didn't get picked up. There's still time, though. There's still time. I thought I put Quinn on my list. I lost my list. I might not have. He might not have made it. But I definitely scouted Braden Quinn. No, he didn't quite make it. Probably was going to be around 260, 270. I only put the top 250 on my website. Okay. Ben Hartle has been taken. Now we're moving on. Ben Hartle was just taken by the Texas Rangers. Another Kansas, but Kansas is getting a ton of guys. Okay, so Hunter Cranton, Cody Shojinaga, Ethan Lanthier, Tegan Kane, and now Ben Hartle to the Texas Rangers. We're moving into round 15. We can't slow down. We can't slow down. Oakland A's are on the clock. Rob Manfred only calls out like the top 30, and then he goes home. Can't expect too much from Rob Manfred. Come on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. I thought it. All right, here we go, guys. Into the 15th round. It's time. The lucky round 15. I got a good feeling about this round for the San Francisco Giants. Well, I can't expect much. I mean, we've been crushing it. At some point, we're going to take someone who I won't be too excited about, but let's find out. The A's have taken Blake Hammond. Blake Hammond out of Santa Clara, like local West Coast Conference. Very good pitcher. He'll pitch some out of the bullpen. He'll start some games. Big strikeout numbers, though, and he doesn't walk too many. He could clean it up a little bit, but he doesn't walk too many guys. Blake Hammond is a really solid arm. Tyler Davis, top good left-handed arm out of Mississippi State. Luke Thielen out of Western Michigan, and Mason Moore out of Kentucky. They're going college. We're going college arms in the 15th round. We're going college arms in the 15th round. Is there a live stream for the draft? You're here. What do you mean? We're here. We're here right now. This is the official live stream for the MLB draft. That's why we got 64 people here. This is it right here. No one is more prepared. I scouted 1,000 people, including Sir Jamison Jones, high school arm. Okay? The knight of the British Empire. Not really, but Sir Jamison Jones is an absolute machine. He was one of the best, first or second best catcher in the state of Illinois. He is committed to Oklahoma State, so he's supposed to be a Cowboy. But he is just an all-around athlete. The ball absolutely just rockets off his bat. So he's got great. I've seen some videos of him taking BP. An absolute beast. Sir Jamison Jones, is he going to go to Stillwater or is he going to go to the Washington Nationals? I don't know. I don't know. There's not a huge money involved here in the 15th round, but you got a chance to go pro. It's got to be tempting. I think he might end up at Oklahoma State. I think he might end up at Oklahoma State. Sam Broderson has been selected by the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals, I said, are having a really nice draft. What is going on here? We're going a lot of college pitching here this round. This is a Louisiana Tech pitcher who was a bullpen arm, like kind of a long reliever, and usually came in and saved a lot of games for Louisiana Tech this year. Very good arm. He came in and saved a lot of games. He strikes out guys like it's going out of style. Little bit wild. Sam Broderson is a little bit wild. I know we had some Cardinals fans in the chat earlier. Let's check this guy out. Sam Broderson can get wild, but he is filthy. Filthy. 96 Ks in 56 innings. I'm telling you. Opponents hit 160 against him. Filthy. Could have gone way higher. Could have gone way higher. Cardinals, man. Like, I don't know why guys like this take so long to get taken. Yeah. I know it froze up. Yeah. I'm sorry that video is not very clear, but yeah, but Sam Broderson, very nice pick right there for the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals really doing well. Balin Caraballo is from Reborn Christian Academy in Florida to the Angels, and Owen Woodward out of the University of Houston, taken by the Mets. I almost checked out University of Houston, didn't get a chance to last year. Ole Miss pitcher, or excuse me, Ole Miss third baseman. I saw the P jump up here. Connor Whitaker's a pitcher, but Ethan Legge has been taken by the Pirates, and Connor Whitaker from Florida State, a pitcher to the Guardians. I wanted to check out the Cardinals. Again, I know we just checked them out a minute ago. Updating this board, Sam Broderson, filth. Mason Burns, filth. Noah Sparks, filth. The Cardinals are prepping their future pitching staff. All of these guys going to make it? No. But I would say between Brian Holiday, Braden Davis, Andrew Dutkanich the fourth, Jack Finley, Noah Sparks, Mason Burns, and Sam Broderson. Is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, out of those 7, I'll be shocked if at least 4 of them don't get to the big leagues, or at least close, at least to AAA. Ali Camarillo finally went. Yes, Nathan Hernandez. Camarillo has been drafted by the A's. A's crushed it. A's are close to my number 1 right now. Are close to my number 1. I'm not playing chess. I'm doing the draft. Yeah, Dutkanich is nasty. Oh, you played against him? Oh, I got you. Thank you for following me on Twitter the other day. All day long. A's just going to trade these 2 guys and they get the Pelagino. That's sad, Jose Quintanilla. That is sad. We're in the 15th round. It's the Giants. It's the Giants now. Giants are on the clock. They take Evan Gray out of St. Louis University. Evan Gray out of St. Louis University. This is in the Atlantic 10 Conference, Division 1. Relief pitcher right here. Here he is here. Okay, so he's a actually was in the SEC. He pitched with Arkansas 6 games in 2021. We got it right here. He also pitched Arkansas 3 games. Maybe he was tired of not getting a chance, so he transferred to St. Louis. And this year, 19 games out of the bullpen, 29 innings, 33 strikeouts, just 9 walks. That's not terrible. It's a pretty good walk ratio. Gave up 11 earned runs, only 20 hits. So not a ton of, not a biggest sample size. He's only pitched in 38 games in his entire college career. 38 games in his entire college career for Evan Gray. He's 23 years of age. So it's a little concerning because he's going to need to pitch a lot more than that in the big leagues. Here's his high school profile, and he was given a 10 out of 10 in high school. So clearly the dude was legit in 2019. I probably scouted him back in 2019 out of high school going to Arkansas. He was the second best right-handed pitcher in the state of Illinois. So the Giants have probably had their eye on this dude for a long, 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 mother effing long time. And they noticed he was somewhat healthy this year, pitched well, and they went for it. So I like this pick. Evan Gray, I like this pick. He's got the stuff. You just have to don't expect him to move through the minors quickly. He's going to be a guy who's going to have to go probably to rookie ball, make sure he's healthy, work with him, and see if he can find what health and some stamina to be able to pitch through professional seasons and hope for the best. But Evan Gray, I wouldn't give him the best chance to make it to the big leagues, but certainly best of luck. And the guy was the second best pitcher in his state in high school. So dude's got some stuff. Jordan Little out of Virginia Tech to the Reds. Tanner Smith out of Harvard. You know, there's a Harvard dude I'm waiting on who still hasn't been taken. Ben Rounds. He's not even listed here. I don't know what's going on. Ben Rounds, one of the best hitters in the country, apparently still out there. Okay, so Marshall Toole to the Yankees out of Wofford, Division I. Hayden Frank out of Lipscomb University in Tennessee. Hayden Frank to the Cubs. Cubbies are doing I've been having a pretty good draft. Out of Lipscomb. We need some Division IIs. Where's the Division II guys? High school senior. Cohen Nicklay out of Robert Service High School. And then Travis Smith. Holy crap. Travis Smith is still out there out of Kentucky. Travis Smith has been taken by the Brew Crew. The Brew Crew just gained some points. Okay, we haven't played a video in like 10, 20 minutes. Let's go. Do I have a Travis? We do. Right-handed pitcher, Kentucky. A top high school prospect at one time, Travis Smith ended up going to Kentucky but hasn't pitched a ton of innings due to Tommy John and heart surgery. He did start 13 games last season and went 4-3 with a 5.03 ERA, flashing brilliant stuff at times but struggling with control. This season his velocity was back, topping out at 97. He also has a lively slider and low 90s cutter. He has the size at 6'4", and with Tommy John currently behind him, is only getting better, but hasn't pitched more than 48 innings in a season, so he'll have to progress slowly through the minors if he is to be a starter. The bullpen might be a destination for Smith in the pros. The Brew Crew have said we're getting pitching, and we're getting only pitching, practically. Look at the Brewers. Look at the Brewers going back to round 5. Pitcher, 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 catcher, pitcher. Holy Moses. And even in the top 5 rounds, pitcher, 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 catcher, pitchers and catchers. Holy cow. And the only, at the top, the only position player that's not a catcher is Blake Burke and then Braylon Payne, their first round pick. But these pitchers are not just pitchers, they're good pitchers. Pitchers I like. Sam Garcia, Travis Smith, Jaron DeBerry, we looked at him. Chris Lavonis. So Very nice from the Milwaukee Brewers. They're going full pitching. If you're a Brewers fan, full pitching. Rey Jose. Lethal. Why are you all caps screaming in the chat? Why are you calling me a crybaby? Calm down in the chat. We appreciate it. Autocorrect. I don't know what questions you want me to answer. We're chill right here, trying to do the draft. Let's see who we're going to take. Ladies and gents, your frog died. I'm sorry to hear that about your frog. PK Man always messing with Eric. It's too much, man. It's too much. Yeah, Halos. Halos are a team that's always struggling with pitching. Cole Pesci to the Twins out of Campbell U. Western Carolina U. Joshua Todd. Eric, oh my gosh, Eric Parker finally out of North Gwinnett High School. Eric Parker, first of all, I do like his name. I had him at 94th shortstop. I had him at number 94 on my draft board. He's a speedy guy with a powerful arm, top level defense. Mainly a defensive player first, but he can also hit. And the question is, will he be able to hit in the pros? I think that's what teams were worried about. But the Dodgers are having a pretty good draft themselves, to be honest. Campbell U, North Carolina. Campbell University. That's where Zach Nito went. They are in the Colonial Athletic Association. Okay, we're rolling along here. Owen Carey has just been taken out of Londonderry High School in New Hampshire. New Hampshire. This is a lefty right here. Then we have Luke Gabrish out of St. Joseph's, Pennsylvania. The draft is rolling along here. We're waiting on our guys here. We're waiting on some of my dudes in the top list here. Eric Parker just got taken. Garrett Shull is still out there. He's going to college, I think. He's committed to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is through the moon right here that he has not been taken. And I believe that he will go to Oklahoma State and he will tear it up there. He'll get drafted in 2026. And at that point, because he's already like 19, so he should be 21 by 2026. He'll get drafted again at that point in time. And he's going to go on to be a massive superstar. You heard it here first. Prager was drafted, also was drafted. Noah Franco, I don't know what's going on. Is Noah Franco still out there? What's up, Antagonistic? I believe Noah Franco is still out there. Rocco Reed from Clemson has just been taken by the Diamondbacks. Rocco Reed from Clemson has just been selected by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks seem to be having a pretty strong draft. This is a relief pitcher out of Clemson. High ERA, really ugly ERA, but lots of Ks, lots of strikeouts. And they think that they can fix him up. The problem is he gives up hits and walks like it's going out of style. But he does strike out a lot of guys. One of those nasty guys, he gets behind in the count, has to come in, hitters know what's coming, and then he gives up his hits like in 3-0 counts and 3-1 counts. But typically, if he can get ahead of the hitter, he can finish him off. Brooks Fowler, my man, Brooks Fowler out of Oral Roberts has just been selected. Congratulations to Brooks Fowler. Met him in person. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. So I was waiting for Brooks Fowler to get it to hear his name called. And it has happened. But we're going to be moving on and moving on and moving on. We got footage. We got footage. This is him right here. Bam! Nice sack fly right there. Thing about it, he didn't do. I scouted him in person, but most of what I saw, Brooks Fowler, most of what I saw he did on TV, he did sign my poster right here. Right here. Where we got Brooks Fowler on there? It's on there somewhere. Brooks Fowler from Oral Roberts. It has been selected. Do I have any more video of Brooks Fowler? Didn't he make this great? Oh, that was someone else getting. What do you think? Let's just go back to the draft board. I thought I had more video. I had a pitch video of him pitching, but I can't find it. One second, y'all. Sorry. Trying to bring back the draft board up. Let's get back to the draft. I'll try to find some Brooks Fowler footage. That really, I don't even know if that was him that I just played. I swore I got some footage of him pitching, but all right, let's just look at the official stuff. Here we go.
2-2 pitch swung on and missed.
I'll put some more up. I have footage. I have some raw footage. I just haven't edited. I guess I haven't edited it out yet. Let's get back to the draft here. Brooks Fowler has been taken by the Texas Rangers. Congratulations to him. Nice guy. We're moving to round 16. Are we taking a break? No picks happening. Do you think the Giants have what it takes to win the World Series this season somehow? Let me think about that. When you say somehow, I'll say anything can happen. They could get hot, but they don't look like a World Series championship team. They look like middle of the road, win some, lose some, get hot, get cold. They haven't convinced me yet. Oh, there's a break? Okay. You know what? They're going to take a break. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'm going to bring up round 15 where we left off so we can see that. Brooks Fowler, Oral Roberts has been selected. I'll be right We're back. Okay, good. I have a Brooks Fowler. A lot of my stuff, I guess, didn't get transferred over to the computer. I thought I transferred everything from my old computer to my new one, but evidently not. I got some Brooks Fowler footage. Let's bring that up for the Texas Rangers. So I just went and grabbed it from my other computer. We don't play. And here we go. Let's see what we got here. This guy was drafted just now by the Texas Rangers at the end of the 15th round, I believe. Here he is. Okay, so this is Brooks Fowler right here. In-person footage. Skittles Water. Oh, we got the Skittles Water. App Gabriel Pereira. Pereira. What's going on? Yes, this is Brooks Fowler pitching. Swing and a miss. Up close and personal. No gate in the way, as you can see. No screen. We don't play. Well, there's one there, but I'm got the camera, so it goes right through it. Okay, that's a K right there. Skittles Water. I'm checking out round 16. We have a little break. No one picked yet. Swing and a miss. Boom. Okay, so just want to show a little footage there of Brooks Fowler. There's a break here. Gabriel, what's going on? The karaoke, taking a short break. But while we're on break, we can take a look at some of the teams here. And I may have to write down what I think of each of these teams to remind myself for a later video, the winners and the losers of the draft. Right off hand, I think the D-backs are somewhere in the middle, but they did pretty well with Ryan Waldschmidt and Slade Caldwell at the top, getting a number 29 and 31 pick. J.D. Dix, I'm super excited about. Then you go down here. Braden Quinn is a nice pick to get him at 434 and Rocco Reed at 464. Most of these guys I'm not super excited about. Connor Foley I like a lot. Daniel Egan, I forgot they got Daniel Egan here. He's amazing here from Presbyterian. Nice pick. So I'd say the D-backs did decent. Now the Braves went a lot of really good pitchers. There was a point in time that took Ethan Bagwell, Brett Sears, Logan Samuels, Owen Hackman, and Jacob Kroger. All really promising arms. As is came in good. Then they took some guys here lately like Colby Jones, who I like. But earlier, Cam Caminiti, Carter Holton, Luke Sinnard. I mean, very nice picks from the Braves. But the Orioles are one of my favorites. Vance Honeycutt, Griff O'Farrell, Ethan Anderson. Three of the best college bats available, and they got all three of them. Super impressive for the Orioles. A very strong draft for them so far. Red Sox got Braden Montgomery and Peyton Tolley at the top. Zach Earhart is a really good hitter from OSU. Will Turner, not bad at all. Okay, Cubs. Pretty good for the Cubs. Probably not going to be in my top 5. They did get Ryan Gallagher. He was one of my favorites out of UC Santa Barbara. They obviously scouted UC Santa Barbara. They took 2 in a row from there. White Sox got Hagen Smith. Can't complain about that. Caleb Bonnemer. Sam Antonacci. Love that. Okay. Blake Shepardson out of University of SF. Reds did pretty well. But I'm super excited about my team, the Giants. Xander Darby, Jeremiah Jenkins. Lots of power between Tibbs, Jordan, Christian, Hipwell, and then now Jeremiah Jenkins. There's a chance at least one, maybe two of those guys ends up being legitimate MLB power hitters. I'll try to play more of my footage, but only 5 more rounds left. We're underway. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for round number 6, and it's Connor Spencer. From Mississippi, from Ole Miss. So Connor Spencer, right off the bat, gets taken from a Power 5 school. We're going back to college pitching here to start out this one. And this is a pretty big right hand, not like humongous, but good size, good strength. Mostly a bullpen guy who'll come in and throw it in and get you out of trouble with some really filthy strikeout stuff. Big strikeout number. He strikes out 1.5 to 2 batters per inning, and it really does limit the walks. He did have a somewhat high ERA this year, but this is a really good pick for the A's. Sometimes you ignore that ERA. They're facing metal bats. They're facing, it's a very much a offensive league in college. So maybe a 4.5 ERA is actually not as bad as it sounds in college. Sometimes even guys with 5-6 ERAs end up being pretty good. Big West, Cal State Northridge. Kevin Fitzer to the Rockies, a first baseman. Kevin Fitzer has been selected off the board. So Cal State Northridge is one of the schools in the California State University system down in Los Angeles area. This is a very consistent hitter for 4 years. He's been in that lineup for the Cal State Northridge every single year. Andrew Moronis out of Cal State Fullerton has also been selected. I believe he's a graduate student. Good arm. TJ McCants out of Alabama. We got an Alabama selection in the books. TJ McCants. TJ McCants from Alabama. Congratulations to him. Some late round good players still out there, surprisingly, but the guys they're selecting are good as well. And McCants, a guy hits over 300 with power from Alabama, transferred over from Mississippi, and he had his best college season. He was okay at Mississippi. Alabama took a chance on him, brought him over, and sure enough, he had his best college season with Alabama. He hit 15, 16 bombs, hit over 300. And so, it looked like he might have to transfer or once it wasn't really working out at Mississippi State or Mississippi. I don't remember. I think it was Mississippi, one or the other. He was in Mississippi, wasn't hitting too well, ended up transferring, thought he might be going to Division II or something, but he goes to Alabama, stays in the SEC and had his best year, and now he's been rewarded with a draft pick to the White Sox. Nolan Hughes out of Xavier to the Nationals, and Daniel Ortiz, Community College. Very, very, very nice. Giants are coming up quick. Xavier hadn't had a lot of success with baseball players. They're a big school in the Big East, but not a lot of really like players that I could think of in the big leagues that came from Xavier. Josh Blum out of USC, just been drafted by the New York Mets. Obviously, Josh Blum, I believe I might have made a video or talked about him in the past. But this Nice selection right here. Here's a young guy, like barely eligible for the draft. Should be, I think he's a sophomore. Very good. I don't know where that's coming from. Sorry. Ads will pop up at random places. Anyway, Josh Blum is a really good pitcher with good stats, dominant stuff. So just crazy how some of the guys are taken before him. But anyway, Brian Curley out of VCU, Virginia, has been taken by the Pirates. Pitcher, sophomore. Who we got? Skinner, a little bit of Skinner. ERA doesn't really matter that much in college. How good is your stuff and how can it translate to MLB level matters more. I'm saying there's a chance, 100% chance. We're flying through. We've been live for 2 hours and we're coming through round number 16 right here. Will Gervais out of, is it Clemson? Wake Forest, not Clemson. I'm sorry, Wake Forest. Sorry. Get those two mixed up sometimes. So he's out of Wake Forest, a left-handed relief pitcher. Hadn't pitched a whole lot. He hasn't pitched much. Surprising, very surprising. Matter of fact, Will Gervais, another kind of guy like the Giants had just picked a guy who I think was a high school prospect with some good stuff. And ends up he doesn't pitch very much, but they still think he has the stuff there deep inside. Not to mention the fact that he's 6'9". He literally pitched in 9 games all year and only threw 4 innings. He threw only 4 innings all year, and he got lit. Actually, he didn't really get lit. He lit himself. 12 walks in 4.1 innings. 12 walks in 4 innings. You better thank your lucky stars that somebody drafted you. Holy moly. Angels got guts to draft him in the 16th round. But he's obviously got a good enough arm to be at Wake Forest and was heavily recruited, but I could not see myself. I mean, obviously they know more than I do. So Josh Blum, like I said, really good arm to the Mets. Brian Curley to the Pirates. Jacob Rimley to the Cleveland Guardians. This is a high school pitcher. Filthy stuff. Anson Seibert. I definitely looked at him this year. He may be on my list. He's at number 123 out of Blue Valley Southwest High School. A massive dude with huge projection, huge whippy arm strength, and just whips it in there. And they have no chance. High school hitters have zero chance against Anson. Zero chance. The question is, will pros have a chance? Giants, it's their turn. It's Giants' turn, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Come on. F. Skinner, PK Man. Tyler Switowski out of West Virginia has been selected starting pitcher. This is a starting pitcher who transferred over from the Big South at Gardner-Webb over to the Big 12 to pitch for West Virginia, ended up in their rotation, and he has a little bit of control issues, and that's why he wasn't completely dominant this year. That's why he fell all the way to the 16th round. I'm not sure I love this pick. He's a good arm, but 6'4". Giants are hoping to fix him. He's a project. I don't love drafting projects. I want to draft dudes who freaking get it done, but at the same time, Giant scouts like him. We'll see how it goes. Jimmy Romano out of Duke, pitcher out of Duke. Saw him pitch, good stuff. He's going to the Reds. And Kason Wells out of Weatherford College, junior college in Texas, to the Padres. Xavier Rivas out of Ole Miss just selected a left-handed pitcher. MPK, here we go. So let's see if we can find some footage on this guy anyway. But I know that I looked at him and I was not exactly blown away. But hey, man, let's give him a chance.
Just one
Oh my
more
God.
reason to watch that program after all of that.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That wasn't the pit. That wasn't the video I should have played. Holy Moses. Here we go.
Strike three call.
That's a good fastball, though. That's a good fastball.
Strike three call. 4 strikeouts in 6 batters for Tyler Switolski.
So Tyler Switolski has been drafted by the San Francisco Giants in the 16th round. Moving on is Xavier Rivas. Wyatt Lunsford Shankman. Finally, the Seattle Mariners. If no one else is going to do it, the Mariners are like, we're taking this dude. And this is a dude. Congratulations to Wyatt Lunsford Shankman, one of the best relief pitchers in college baseball. I don't know what the delay was for this guy, but the Seattle Mariners went for it. Shankman, right-handed pitcher, East Carolina. While Trey Savage is getting most of the 2024 MLB draft hype as far as East Carolina pitchers go, there is another one named Wyatt Lunsford Shankman who completely baffled hitters out of the bullpen this year, striking out an insane 15.3 batters per 9. He also had a 1.55 ERA, limiting opposing hitters to a batting average under 200. He's an absolute gamer who, in one game earlier this year against Cal State Fullerton, came in to pitch in the 8th inning and threw 4 scoreless innings through the 11th, striking out 7 hitters, setting up the walk-off victory. He's simply electric and also dominated the Summer League against some of the most talented college hitters with a 1.93 ERA in 32.2 innings. He has a lively fastball that hit 92 as a high school prospect, but looks to be closer to 97 now. His secondary pitches are absolutely filthy as well. He will walk a few batters, but not to the point that it's a major concern. Lunsford Shankman isn't on MLB's top 250 draft prospect list, but for the Hum Baby Baseball list, he comes in at number 60. Mariners, you won't regret it. You will not regret it. Nice pick right there from the Seattle Mariners with Wyatt Lunsford Shankman at number 483 overall. I had him at number 60. Number 60 on my list. Super interesting. Jaden Dubanowiczik. Can't pronounce his name, but I know he's a right-handed high school guy. Dubanowicz. Jaden Dubanowicz. I believe he's already committed to Florida. Braden Margaret, Tulane, and Colby Martin, another Colby. A lot of Colbys in this year's draft from Southeastern University in Florida. Southeastern University in Lakeland, Florida. D. Strange Gordon, right? If I'm not mistaken. We have another Division II pick. It passed me right by D2 baseball because I was looking at the Giants pick, so I was all about Tyler Switolski. But the Boston Red Sox out of Wayne State, it just slipped right by. It's going so fast. Griffin Killander has been selected. Another Division II player. Love it. Love that D2 is here updating us on that. We appreciate that. But Griffin Killander has been drafted out of Wayne State University. He went to Stevenson High School, 6'5", big dude. Very nice. He struck out 81 and 81. He struck out a batter per inning. And he has just been drafted by the Boston Red Sox. Had an ERA. Can't find his ERA. I believe it's around 4. But obviously dominant stuff here. Striking out a batter per inning. Gave up only 3 home runs all season long as a starter. And the dude can go deep. You know why they drafted him? I'm looking right here. Look at these games. Look at these starts. 7 innings, 5 1/3, 6, complete game, 7, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 6, 6 2/3. This is what you want. What's up, Cap? This is a dude that can go deep into games on a freaking nightly basis. Every time he starts, he's going to give you 6. He's going to give you 7. He's going to throw a complete game. So he's stretched out and he's ready. And as a 4-year college arm, he can move through the minors quickly. Out of Wayne State University. That is definitely Division II in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference in Michigan. And they've had a few players. Anthony Bass, Hunter Brown. They've had a few guys come out of Wayne State. Moving on. Evan Shaw from Kansas to the Dodgers. I'm just kind of glancing through anybody pops out at me. Kansas is getting a ton of guys taken. We have to look at the Dodgers again as well and see how the Dodgers are doing this year. Dodgers are a team, when they draft someone, you're like, uh-oh, is that guy going to end up good? But this guy was a starter out of Kansas State, or not Kansas State, but Kansas. He had 60 strikeouts in 42 innings. Thank you for being here, Cap. Titus Dumitri out of New Mexico State and Eli Trope out of Pennsylvania. Where is my man, Mark Schallenberger? Nobody from Evansville who was in super regionals. Like this guy here, Kip Fogerhaus, he's an absolute machine. I scouted him. He crushed a bomb for Evansville. Simon Sherry is a pure hitter, lots of base hits. Mark Schallenberger is one of the best players in college baseball, period, but gets no respect. He gets on base like a machine. Really can work a walk. Where's my guys from Abilene? Not one has been drafted yet. What's going on? Ronaldo De La Cruz is a sick relief pitcher. So we're waiting on dudes here. I'm waiting on dudes. We all got our dudes we're waiting on. Bryce Mayer out of Missouri has just been selected by the Astros, and Dawson Brown out of Georgia Tech has been selected by the Houston Dawson Brown out of Georgia Tech was selected by the Arizona Diamondbacks, and Bryce Mayer out of Missouri by the Houston Astros. Padres always draft well too. Thank you guys for being here, everybody. We are keeping up, and we're keeping up. San Diego Padres, Cash Mayfield. Someone asked me earlier about Oklahoma players. I forgot. I knew at least one high school guys were taken out of Oklahoma. Cash Mayfield was, of course. But some of the best high school players in Oklahoma have gone undrafted for some reason. Boston Bateman, huge pitcher, amazing stuff. Cobb Hightower, Tyson Neighbors, Kavares Terrace, Clark Kennedy. Oh, man, Kale Fountain, you're right. And they took Derek. They might be number 1. Padres might get number 1. I love their top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 picks. Kai Roberts, Zach Evans, Cason Wells. You know, it slows down naturally as the better players fall off the board. But they've had a fantastic draft. The Padres have had a fantastic draft. There's no way around that. Okay, so Eric Loomis has just been selected out of Missouri State. That's a pitcher, and that does it for round number 16. I'm confused. Hold on a second. Eric Loomis was with West Virginia this year, but it says Missouri State. He must have transferred to Missouri State. Eric Loomis. Was that? Oh no, he went at West Virginia. Oh, I got confused. He's actually at West Virginia for summer ball, but he's from Missouri State. That makes more sense. I was confused. I scouted him earlier, and I get these names, all these different colleges mixed up in my head. 9.79 ERA, not very good numbers. 33 strikeouts in 26 innings is good, but he gave up a lot of runs and a lot of walks. So gutsy pick right there for the Rangers. Let's move to round 17. And we're underway. Aiden Layton, a pitcher out of Seton Hill University, to start this round. Seton Hill University is Division II, so I believe we have another Division II arm. Division II, can correct me on that in the comment section if I'm wrong on that. Aiden Layton. Out of Seton Hill. I believe that is the Division II in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. 7-2 in 15 starts this year, 88 innings, and he struck out 90 batters, walked just 20, gave up just 31 runs. That's just all solid, just very nice numbers. Definitely he was their ace out of Seton Hill. He's pitching right now in the summer ball in Morehead City, and he's doing pretty well. 20 strikeouts and 21 innings there. Division II confirmed. Division II confirmed. And Aiden Layton out of Seton Hill. Lyle Miller Green has just been taken by the Chicago White Sox. Ladies and gentlemen, Lyle Miller Green to the Chicago White Sox, one of the most impressive players in college baseball. From Russia, I've been waiting. I was hoping somebody would have the guts to take Lyle Miller Green, scouted by the Hum Baby Baseball Channel, but not on any other lists. The White Sox found him. Miller Green, outfield, Austin Peay. Originally recruited out of high school as a pitcher by Virginia, Lyle Miller Green's bat began to suddenly explode during his last 2 high school seasons, and he instead entered college as a hitter at George Mason during the COVID-shortened 2020 season. He had an OPS over 1,000, crushing the baseball with frequency and earning a shot in the Big 12 with Oklahoma State. There, he struggled to find playing time, but after a transfer to Austin Peay, Lyle Miller Green showed what he could do, hitting .354 with 16 bombs in 2023. Against top 25 Division I teams, he hit .375. Miller Green was still not considered a serious prospect until he forced scouts to take notice in 2024, hitting .393 with 30 bombs and a video game-ish 1,432 OPS. He struck out just 38 times in 291 plate appearances and set multiple school offensive records. Miller Green has the potential to be a massive steal if he's still available in the later rounds. What did I just say? A massive steal if he's still available in the later rounds. We're in the later rounds, and the Chicago White Sox pulled the trigger on Austin Peay. Gavin Bruni is a solid lefty. I scouted him out of Ohio State. The guys I liked out of Ohio State most were Trey Lipsy. I'm waiting for him. Chase Harrell. Look, I forgot to put his last name in the title. It just says Chase Prospect. No wonder nobody's watching it. And Blaine Wink. I got to fix that. So the Giants are coming up here. 30 bombs. A 1,432 OPS for Lyle Miller Green. He has been taken by the Chicago White Sox. Gavin Bruni by the Nationals. Brant Thompson out of Missouri State to the Cardinals. Lucas Ramirez out of American Heritage School To the Angels, Jacoby Long, Miami, heading to the Mets. Outfielder, Andrew Patrick, Wright State in Ohio. In Dayton, Ohio. In the Horizon League. Okay, Logan McGuire out of Georgia Tech. We're at number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lyle Miller Green stands out to me. Gabriel Rosado out of Carlos Beltran Baseball Academy in Puerto Rico. Ha sido drafteado por los Tigres. Felicidades to Gabriel Rosado. Just been drafted. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, Red Sox are on the clock. Boston Red Sox on the clock. Brant Thompson from Missouri State to the Cardinals is a really good starter and a really good arm who just has really clean stats, doesn't walk a lot of guys. I mean, just not a lot of risk in there. I like that pick. He's got a good chance to get to AA, AAA. Whether he'll make to the big leagues, we'll see. But Brant Thompson, he's got the kind of stuff he's probably not just going to wash out in 1 year, in my opinion. Jan Cruz, Academia Presbiteriana en Puerto Rico. Academia Presbiteriana, Jan Cruz ha sido drafteado por los Red Sox. Outfielder. So we're going to Puerto Rico. Let's see where the Giants go here. San Francisco Giants are on the clock. We got a breaking news. Anthony Silva is pissed. He's withdrawn from the draft, which means he's coming back to TCU. Anthony Silva has withdrawn from the draft. He will be back at TCU apparently next year. And we'll be scouting him very closely in 2025. He's only a sophomore. He didn't have to sign. So the TCU coach is jumping up and down right now. The TCU coach is through the roof right now from that breaking news. Thank you for that breaking news right here. We have people on the scene at the Hum Baby Baseball channel taking care of business. Hunter Dryden has been selected by the San Francisco Giants. Hunter Dryden. Hunter Dryden is a pitcher, Windworth University. Giants are digging deep here. Now, give me just 1 second. This is a pitcher. This is a right-handed arm. I believe he's a two-way guy. Ryan Jackson from USC. Trent Hodgden has been drafted. Whitworth University, Division 2? No. Division 3. The Giants are digging deep, and I like it. We're giving these guys a shot in the professional ranks, and I didn't get a chance to do too much scouting in Division 3. I saw a few games, not too many though, and definitely not this particular team that Hunter Dryden is on. So Hunter Dryden in Whitworth, Division 3, 2.1 ERA this year, 11 starts, 68 innings, 71 strikeouts, very good stats, super excited for this guy. Here he is right here, Hunter Dryden. Is this 17th round or did I get lost? 17th round, Hunter Dryden, San Francisco Giants. We're going to catch up here in just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Hunter Dryden, Trent Lodgden, as I said, Ryan Jackson of USC, JoJo Jackson out of Georgia State has just been drafted by the New York Yankees. Let me check my list. I know I looked at this guy earlier this year. I don't think he made my top 250, but he hit over 315 home runs on the season for Georgia State. Solid hitter. He's got a .299 career batting average in college. Ben Johnson out of Georgia Southern. Harrison Kraling to the Mariners. Ben Johnson to the Cubs. Micah McDowell. Holy crap. Micah McDowell finally off the board out of Oregon State. He has been selected by the Marlins. Every time I see like the Marlins are having a good draft, I believe. I'll have to recap it, but this dude's a pure hitter, outfielder. Micah McDowell hit 382 this year. .382. Dryden, mid-90s, 31% whiff on fastball. Joe, are you going to make a vid ranking every draft class? I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I'll definitely recap who the Giants drafted. I'll definitely do some winners and losers of the draft. Lethal, I really wanted Texas to get him. Andres Gallan out of Cal has been drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays. Cooper Malamazian out of Nazareth Academy in Illinois, drafted by the Brew Crew. Micah McDowell is a big one here. Some of them stand out to me. JoJo Jackson, Micah McDowell, Hunter Dryden, because it's the Giants, but I didn't know who he was, to be honest. But as Division III pitcher, and I'm really happy the Giants are giving opportunities to NAIA and Division III guys. But Lyle Miller Green obviously was, I would have been through the roof if the Giants got him. I think he's going to be good. I think Lyle Miller Green is going to be good. I'm not saying Hall of Fame, okay, but I think he's going to be productive. Gavin Smith, high school kid out of Valley Christian High, has just been selected by the Toronto Blue Jays. Jay Thompson out of Air Force to the Twins. Twins have been having a nice jack. Thomason. Jay Thomason. Jay Thomason, Air Force Academy, has just been picked up by the Minnesota Twins. Thomason's an infielder, can play a little outfield. He's been there for a while. He's been at Air Force since 2021. So he's an experienced player. Super high on base, super high batting average, and the last couple of years his power has started to show up. So Thomason, he's got about 50, 60 home runs in his career with Air Force. He hit about 20 home runs this year, 20 plus home runs last year. Just all around good player. Jay Thomason off the board. Cowley County Community College in Kansas getting the love here. JC Junior College. Isaiah Salinas. Austin Smith is still available. out of UC, the University of San Diego. Let's jump back into the 18th round. But there's so many. There's some. First of all, they cut the draft back. How many rounds did it used to be? A lot more. Now it's only 20 rounds. It's coming to an end soon, and there are still thousands of good players out there available. Austin Smith being one of them, who is also a two-way dude at University of San Diego. I did watch some San Diego this year. He's now at University of San Diego. So good arm, good bat. Thank you, Lil Mingo. Okay, we have an OU player, Karaoke. It's unfortunately heartbreaking news. Heartbreaking news. We have a tragic news. Jackson Nicholas has been drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dun, dun, dun. Jackson Nicholas has been drafted by the Dodgers. Nicholas, infield, Oklahoma. Left-handed hitting infielder Jackson Nicholas has all-around talent and can do almost everything well, although he doesn't necessarily excel at any one tool. He is quick on the base paths and has shown decent pop, crushing 27 home runs over 3 seasons at OU. He has an advanced knowledge of the strike zone and a smooth swing that resulted in a college career .407 on-base percentage, 124 walks, and a .303 batting average in 2024. He's also a solid defender with good range, although an average arm will likely put him at second base in the pros. Nicholas may not project as a superstar, but he has great work ethic and baseball IQ and could be a steal in the later rounds, similar to a player like Jake Cronenworth, another left-handed hitting second baseman who was picked in the 7th round. Okay, and the good news for you is Jackson Nicholas is going to the Dodgers. That means he's going to come through Oklahoma. He's going to Tulsa, he's going to OKC, and then he's going to LA. So you'll get a chance to see him play again. Jackson Nicholas. So that's the good news. Jackson Nicholas has been selected by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jacob Schaefer at UNC Wilmington heading to the Atlanta Braves. Ryan Deggs out of UNC Charlotte to the Phillies. Ethan Wagner out of P27 Academy High School kid, outfielder, off to the Astros. And Drake Frizz from the University of speaking of San Diego, off to the Diamondbacks. Lots of names going. They're going fast. But Jackson Nicholas, the big one here. We've been waiting to see where he was going to go. And of all teams, it does end up being Los Dodgers. Los Dodgers. But Ethan Wagner, P27. Class of 2024. He was committed to Tennessee. One of the best outfielders in Tennessee. He'll probably end up going to Tennessee, in my opinion, but we'll wait and see on what Ethan Wagner decides to do. But he is a great all-around player. What's your thoughts? Undiscovered Soul. You know, soon. After this draft, I'm going to start working hard on my other channels and get it going on YouTube. The draft keeps me busy from February to July. February, March, April, May, June, July. It's just half the year. Half the year I'm scouting. I'm out there. I'm working on videos. Half the year. So we're going to be able to relax a little bit. What I'm going to try to do this time is work more year round, do less, more often, like 2 or 3 prospects a day all year. Brandon, what's going on? Okay, we're ready. Minnesota. Okay. Tucker Novotny has been drafted out of Minnesota to start out the 18th round. This is a left-handed pitcher. And I believe he's currently pitching in summer ball. I don't know where that music comes from. I didn't even open anything. One of the I'm closing all my tabs. We're going, Brandon. I'm closing all my tabs out. We'll just open fresh, so there no ads pop up out of nowhere. Okay, so a decent left-handed arm now. Corey Cousin out of Slidell High School. Are you doing MLB? What do you mean? Yeah, no, I'm starting. You're trying to give you a silver lining. Apparently it's not working, but yes. Should already be looking at next year's draft today. I am, and I do. 2 more rounds. Kuntz. Where is Kuntz? Where is Kuntz? Roman Kuntz. Where are you at? Do we know? Do they know? Do these teams know that Roman Kuntz hit 366 with 100 freaking RBIs and 33 home runs? I mean, is he going to sign as an undrafted free agent? What is going on? He's literally one of the best college hitters in the country. I mean, okay, other side than the top 5, 6 guys that went in the first round, but that's insane. That's absolutely crazy that no one wants Roman Kuntz. Graham, are you doing the MLB draft for this year's picks? I don't really understand what the question is because I'm doing the MLB draft right now. I'm covering the MLB draft. I really don't understand. Yeah, it could be medical related. I don't know. He seemed healthy. Seemed dang healthy this year. Does Ethan Holiday go top 3 next year? I don't know about top 3. We have to see how he does, but Ethan Holiday is a beast out of Stillwater High School, clearly part of the Holiday family. I would expect he would go pretty doggone high. Another Austin P player, Tyler Hampu. What in the freak is going on? Austin P. They do have talent. I think that's the 3rd guy. 4th. John Gazdar, I know. Titan Hayes went to the Phillies. Lyle Miller Green, a great pick by the White Sox. And Tyler Hampu now to the Colorado Rockies. All from Tyler P. Tyler P's losing everyone. Liam Paddock out of Gonzaga. Gonzaga, this is the first. I thought it was the first Gonzaga pick of the draft. Gonzaga more of a basketball college, but Liam Paddock is a solid left-handed pitcher. And the White Sox. White Sox are having a draft. They're finding dudes. Outside the Power 5, they're finding dudes. Liam Paddock, 77 strikeouts this year in 65 innings. His walk rate is terrible. Walks way too many guys. My team is the Astros. Your team's the Astros? We're coming up here. The Giants have 3 more picks, 18, 19, 20. Every team has 3 more picks except these 5. 3 more picks. T.O. Banks of Tulane, another Tulane guy, to the Washington Nationals outfielder. I'm just waiting on some of these dudes, but T.O. Banks is a solid hitter, but he's not even close to Roman Kuntz. Not even close. Kuntz hit 30 home runs. T.O. Banks hit like 13, 14. T.O. Banks hit a batting average around 260, 270. T.O. Banks had about 40, 50 RBIs. Like Roman Kuntz is double. Everything is double some of these guys. I like T.O. Banks. But someone's got to take Kuntz. And it's not going to be the Cardinals yet. It's Christian Martin. And not only him. There's lots of dudes. I'm waiting to see if anybody will have the guts to take them. Christian Martin out of Virginia Tech has been drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals. So they are taking some good players, some good college guys. This is a relatively smaller guy, but he's got a pretty quick bat and really good speed. Drives in a lot of runs. Just a very reliable guy, high batting average guy. I think his average was well over 300 for Christian Martin. I think it was like 330, 340. Let's find out. I was wrong. Okay, 345 last year. I must have been thinking of last year. This year, 313. So still a really good batting average. The fact that it took even him this long to get drafted is crazy. But a lot of players out there. Astros, yeah. Maybe the Giants will take Roman Kuntz or Mark Schallenberger. Maybe the Giants will take, I have been pushing guys out. You know, the Giants know me. The Giants see my stuff. Chase Hampson from Linwood High School has been taken by the Mets. Good right-handed arm there out of Washington. And Jake Shirk out of Wright State in Ohio. Wright State, another draft pick. Wright State is killing it this year from the Horizon League. The Raiders not playing around. We look at my top 250. Obviously, the top dudes are all off the board or out of the draft. Finally, I was waiting for a lot of these guys like the longest time. Right now, we're at a point where we're waiting for Roman Kuntz. Here he is at number 33 on my top 250. 33, still out there. Kuroda Grauer was selected. Santucci was selected. Slade Caldwell was selected. Ryan Johnson off the board. Silva has withdrawn from the draft because he has not been selected, and he's finally said, enough, I'm out. Luke Holman's off the board. Charlie Bates is, why does nobody want Bates? I think at this point he's going to college. He's going to Stanford. He's going to Stanford. Daniel Egan was selected. Jared Thomas was selected. Corey Collins was selected. All these guys are off the board. Xander Darby was selected by the San Francisco Giants. Nice pick right there. Ethan Anderson, I believe, to the Orioles. Okay, Colin Summerhill has not been selected. He's a guy I scouted in person. I liked a lot as a good, just a really good defensive catcher with a power bat. I don't know if he's going to get selected, but I'll be really pleasantly surprised if he is, out of Northern Illinois. Ryan Sloan was selected. We're going to check back Sam Antonacci by the White Sox. Most of these guys were not on the top 250 in MLB. Christian Almanza, did he get selected? Christian Almanza is still out there. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Let's check out where we're at here. Christian Almanza is a machine, first baseman and a great hitter, a big guy. I can't believe nobody wants him. Cobe Tolbert out of University of Mississippi has been taken by the Red Sox. The Giants are on the board. Here we go. Here we go. Solid draft for the Cardinals. You guys are nailing it. Here we go for the Giants. Probably someone I don't know, but let's see. Let's find out. Okay, so we traded Austin Slater. We had to replace him. Understandably. We just can't, like, we don't have a Slater in the system. It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Ryan Slater, 6'3" pitcher out of Florida. Welcome back to the system, a dude named Slater. So interesting pick. Obviously, I would have loved some of the guys we're talking about. This is a good arm out of Florida, and he went, I believe, 10-1 this year. So can't hate on this pick too much. The fact that he was still out there. Very tempting to grab him. The Giants take Ryan Slater from the University of Florida. Actually, it was last year he went 10-1. This year he went 5-2. Actually, he had a little setback this year. That's why he was still out there. But he will rarely start. Mostly a reliever. Can give you some innings. A long reliever, for instance, 27 appearances, 59 innings. So he's averaging 2 to 3 plus innings per appearance. Not a lot of walks. Strikeout ratio is not through the roof, but it's not bad. A quality arm, just a quality arm to go into the system. Ryan Slater, relief pitcher. Not jumping up and down over this one, but understandable. A good solid pick. Jalen Hairston from the State College of Florida has just been selected by the Reds. What is going on? Arturo Dean. Noah Franco just waiting. I don't know what's up with Noah Franco. Nobody wants Noah Franco. What's up with that? What's up with that? So State College of Florida has selected the Padres have selected Victor Figueroa. This is a JUCO player. Gus Hughes. No, that's on the Yankees name. Gus Hughes. Let's just be honest. This is a Yankee name, right? The Yankees had to take him because of his name. They had no choice. They had no choice. His name is Gus Hughes. And doesn't that just feel like don't you look at a Yankee roster when you look at the pitchers and you see someone named Gus Hughes? I feel like you do. But anyway, another solid arm, really good strikeout stuff. This is a starter. This is a starter out of High Point. So Gus Hughes, a starter. Thomas Magnus, Navarro College. We got Brandon Schutz is here. Graham is here. Dark Ness is here. Logan is here. Matt Tiberia out of Lynn U in Florida. 4-year senior has been selected. Lynn University. This is Division II. We have in the Sunshine State Conference. We're going to bring up this guy and look at him because I like to support Division II guys. If I can find him. Here he is. Matt Tiberia out of Lynn. The Fighting Knights. 6'3", 190, and you're not a guy you expect to get drafted because he's a sophomore, but he is old enough to be drafted. You thought they would let him go back to school, see what he could do, but these stats here show 55 innings, 50 hits, 52 strikeouts, 4.55 ERA. Solid numbers. He pitched against Tampa. Tampa is pretty much the best Division II school in existence. He did pitch well against them. For some reason, only threw 2 2/3. Looks like Matt Tiberia put up some decent numbers. I think I looked at him when I was looking at some of the best D2 players, when I was trying to rank D2 players, and I didn't think he would be drafted, to be honest, but happy for him. Matt Tiberia has been drafted. D2 guy, off the board. Gotta love it. Out of Lynn. And Lynn University, maybe one player's ever made it to the big leagues out of Lynn University. They're not a school that's produced a lot of big league talent. And I don't think they've had anyone drafted for some time. So congratulations to him. Back to the list. High school kids. Nat Payne. Feel the Pain out of Central Dauphin High School in Pennsylvania, and Tyler Rentz out of Fox Lane High School in New York. And he is going to the Brewers. Class of 2024, Tyler Rentz heading to the Milwaukee Brewers. He got a 9 out of 10, committed to St. John's. 6th best right-handed pitcher in the state of New York, 92 mile per hour. Even the 6th best pitcher in the state of New York is still hitting 92 on the gun. High school pitchers used to not hit 92. It used to be like the best of the best. Now it's the 6th best pitcher in New York is hitting 92 on the gun. Fox Lane High School. Congratulations to him, Tyler Rentz. Dominic Neiman out of Kentucky just got drafted. And here we have our stats. Tommy Canel is the only player from Lynn to make it to Major League Baseball. Thank you for doing that research, because I'm all over the place. And he pitched for the Yankees. And several other teams, actually. Here it is right here. He pitched for the Rockies, White Sox, Yankees from 2017 to 2020. He's on the Yankees now. Holy crap. He's back on the Yankees. He's on the Yankees now. I did not even realize he was still pitching. I'm not going to lie. So, wow, he's had a career. He's had a nice career. Wow. So, Tommy Canely is still around from Lynn, the pride of Lynn. Very nice. Good info right there. Good knowledge. Holden Wilkerson from the Virginia Military Institute has been drafted by the Jays, and Michael Ross out of Samford has been drafted. Michael Calden from Felician in New Jersey has been drafted. Thank you all for your support. Felician College is also Division II, the Golden Falcons. That's Division II, right? The Golden Falcons is Division II, pioneer to the pros. Huge difference. Huge difference. They're tapping into the Division II baseball, and I love it. Michael Calden. Now, I'm hoping they get some of my top 5 guys. What's up with not taking the catchers? Are we just going to ignore Trip Clark around here? Are we just going to ignore these dudes? But at least we're not ignoring Mike Callen, 6'3". They like pitchers out of Division II. No wonder. 109 strikeouts in 75 innings. 109 strikeouts in 75 innings. Gave up just 3 home runs all season. And home runs are frequent in Division II. They hit him like they're going out of style. He actually gave them all in one game. Whatever happened this day, if we just remove that game, his stats are that much better. He gave up literally 3 home runs in one game. I'm guessing the wind was flying out that day. I'm guessing it was super windy that day. The Karaoke, thank you so much. The Jake Steels, Isaac Aon, Kevin Warnick has been drafted by Longwood University. We're coming into the home stretch here. Cal Poly representative. Jake Steels has been drafted. We're coming into the home stretch. Jake Steels. Kevin Warnick from the Lancers. Jake Steels. Okay. I wanted to look at his stats from Cal Poly. 381 batting average this year, 8 bombs, 34 driven in, 8 steals, 2 caught, 34 walks. He walks more than he strikes out. Jake Steels, is he on my list? He just missed my top 250, but Jake Steels is an absolute beast at Cal Poly. Very nice pick right there. And then Grant Burleson from Western Kentucky. And now the Texas Rangers are on the clock. Come on. Come on. Texas Rangers, you guys know what to do. Jackson Hotchkiss High School. Battleground High School. I said Texas Rangers. It was actually the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now it's the Texas Rangers. I apologize. So the Texas Rangers now. The Texas Rangers will take Roman Kuntz. It's coming up right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But anyway, Jackson Hotchkiss is the best outfielder in the state of Washington, but he is already committed to Washington. So he's probably not going to end up going to the Diamondback system, in which he would probably go to Visalia in low A. Jackson Hotchkiss, which is my original hometown of Visalia, but probably not, because I think he's going to keep his commitment to Washington, in my opinion. But he is the best outfielder in the entire state of Washington, and he's just a really good hitter overall. I missed that last one. Caden Leone High School to the Rangers. Okay, this is the round, guys. This is the round we're going. We're getting some of these guys. Gunnar Goldsmith, Sac State, scouted in person. I saw Gunnar Goldsmith. But actually, he wasn't one of my, from the Hornets, from Sacramento State. He hit 318 this year, 4 home runs. But there's a couple other guys I liked even more from Sacramento State. Dash Albus has been selected. We finally got someone from Abilene Christian. I met this guy in person, signed my poster right back here. Abilene. to MLB Dash Albus. Wow. Okay, I got to tweet this out. Because I know I follow him on Twitter. So Dash Albus, and I do have some footage on him, by the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City Royals. Super excited for him. The Wildcat. Dash has made it. He definitely signed a poster because it's huge. You can see it right at the bottom. Right, let me get my finger right there. See that? D-A, you can even see it. Dash right there. My man Dash signed the poster. No, but I talked to him for a little while. He's a really cool guy. Let's see if we can jump into my Dash Albus footage.
Please, now on the mound, racing you, number 15, Dash Albus.
Here we go.
Number 15, Dash Albus.
Turn down the volume a little bit. Dash Albus, left-handed pitcher, Abilene Christian, and I didn't necessarily know he was going to get drafted. Captain Ron, based on a true story. I didn't know that. Nick Pinto has been drafted out of University of California, Irvine to the White Sox. Nathan Blasik out of University of New Orleans to the Rockies. Ryan Minkler. I should have shared this video out while I was... Okay, this is Dash Albus. Going to get back on it in just a second. I know tons of Abilene guys follow me on Twitter, so they'll probably retweet and stuff. Yep, we're back to the draft here. And finally, Connor Gatwood has been taken by the Angels. And that took long enough. Let's go back to the draft here. You can see that. Wait, why is it still showing? There we go. Okay. Dash Albus from Abilene taken by the Royals. We have Nick Pinto out of University of California by the White Sox. Ryan Minkler out of Niagara U to the Nationals. Brendan Lawson, another P27 Academy. This is a shortstop to the St. Louis Cardinals. Connor Gatwood, top prospect, one of my favorites, finally taken by the Angels at number 562. Frank Elisalt out of Nova Southeastern University. Joe Vogotsky out of James Madison. And Cam Schulke to the Cleveland Guardians out of Mississippi State. And just now out of Leon High School, Chase Davis to the Detroit Tigers. Phone is blowing up. I mean, it wasn't a true story. Let's just be honest. You know, they changed the plot and everything to fit the movie, I'm sure. Maybe he was a real guy, but the story couldn't have been real. There's no way. Let's keep it all the way real. But yeah, no, that's a funny movie. Lots of pitchers going now, but Connor Gatwood, number 150 on my list out of Baker High School. Gatwood, this is my my scouting report. He'll turn heads with his mid-90s fastball that touches 98 with run. It's the only pitch he needs to dominate high school bats. He's also implemented a slider and changeup that needs some work for the next level, whether it's the pros or college at Auburn, where he's already committed to continuing his career. And this is Connor Gatwood. He was just drafted by the Angels. Angels are doing very well. He has an easy delivery, doesn't expend a ton of energy, allowing him to pitch deep into games. He'll occasionally get wild. Has had a few injuries during his high school career. With a few years of refinement on his secondary pitches and improvement to his control, he could have the upside of a number 2 or 3 starter. Connor Gatwood, drafted by the LA Angels. I know you're serious. I'm just telling you that it's not. There's really no such thing as a movie that's really based on a true story. They change everything, but. It's not based on a true story. Like, there might have been a real guy that they took inspiration from, but the actual plot. Oh, well, I'll look into it because I can't time to read all this. I'll look into it. But I don't think so. The Giants are on the board. They have taken Ryan Uri out of Oklahoma State. Unbelievable. The Giants are crushing this thing. And this guy's, I believe, 6'8", Ryan Uri. And we got a video. Unbelievable. Here we go. Left-handed pitcher, Oklahoma State. The tall and imposing Ryan Uri has been turning heads since high school, and he has already been selected in the draft by the Texas Rangers back in 2021. Instead of signing, he honored his commitment to Oklahoma State and overpowered hitters out of the bullpen with a heater that can reach triple digits along with a deceptive slider, resulting in a 13.5 per 9 strikeout ratio. The 6'8 lefty brings visions of Randy Johnson, and he has an insanely high ceiling. The bad news is he has struggled with injuries and missed all of 2023 after Tommy John surgery. In 2024, he made only 9 appearances, but showed insane stuff in that small sample size, hitting 103 miles per hour in his first game back. If Uri can stay healthy, he could be, at a minimum, an absolute weapon against left-handed hitters out of the bullpen at the MLB level. All right, Ryan Uri has been selected by the San Francisco Giants. You just saw the video right there, and that is amazing. Giants watching my stuff. They know what to do. Okay, we're still talking about Captain Ron. The Giants have selected Ryan Uri. Hopefully that QR code's still good. We are live right now, and we got hum baby people on the scene. Flashbacks to Randy Johnson. No, Ryan Uri. And so I think that's, yeah, I think it's Uri. How do you pronounce his name? But regardless, this dude, Giants against some big pitchers. 6'8". I think it's the second 6'8" pitcher we've drafted. 234 pounds. Watched him in person. In fact, these video clips.
Ryan Uri,
left-handed pitcher. Oh, okay, now that one's not. I'm not sure if I put any of my own personal footage, but maybe I didn't get any for some reason. I might have just been enjoying the game, eating some nachos when I was watching him. But I saw that this dude is electric. Electric. Yeah, I mean, he looks like Randy Johnson. He has even the windup, the delivery. A lot of it is reminiscent or similar. I'm going to be right back and watch this video. Again, this is Ryan Uri. He just got drafted by the Giants. Somebody's sending me a whole bunch of messages. Be right back.
Ratio. The 6'8" lefty brings visions of Randy Johnson, and he has an insanely high ceiling. The bad news is he has struggled with injuries and missed all of 2023 after Tommy John surgery. In 2024, he made only 9 appearances, but showed insane stuff in that small sample size, hitting 103 miles per hour in his first game back. If Uri can stay healthy, he could be, at a minimum, an absolute weapon against left-handed hitters out of the bullpen at the MLB level.
All right, sorry about that. Got some things going on here.
Ryan Uri.
Ryan Uri to the Giants. Unbelievable. Any big names here? Oakland University, Brandon Decker. The Yankees. Brandon Decker, clearly a Yankee name again. Yankees have no choice. When someone has a name that fits with the Yankees, they have no choice. They have no choice. So Brian Decker, one of the best in the Horizon League, went to North Farmington High School and gave up some runs, but he can strike a dude out. He can strike a dude out. Hang on a minute. Crazy flashbacks here. Keeping an eye on this. Tony Santa Maria. I apologize. I got to do something real quick. One moment. One moment. What the heck? All right, apologize. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Now, went to the Giants. Ryan Uri to the Giants. Logan Whitaker out of North Carolina State to the Twins. Demarion Terrell. Okay, okay, people just don't leave me alone. Rutgers, Troy Santa Maria, Tampa Bay. Rutgers, Troy Santa Maria to Tampa Bay. Obviously, the Rays are always good at drafting. Okay, I'm going to turn my phone down. It's blowing up and Holy cow. But Calliope, we got some issues here at Hum Baby Baseball headquarters, man. You know, I can't even get into it. Just sometimes gotta just, oh man. Gotta do everything yourself. Luke Lashutka, Marlins, St. Leo University to the Marlins pitcher. Trying to catch up on everyone here. I'm just saying their names. Chase Williams, Northwest Florida State to the Dodgers. My goodness. We're going to try to recap some of these guys as I can. Northwest Florida State, isn't that the and they got a couple of guys gone from Northwest Florida already? Chase Williams, Colby Jones, and Mark Estrada, all from this junior college. Dang, Northwest Florida. I hope they won the championship of their league. Good Lord. Not 3 dudes from the same junior college this draft. That junior college is tearing it up. We got Dalton McKinley. McIntyre. Dalton McIntyre from Southern Miss over to the Atlanta Braves. We're getting towards the bottom of the second to final round. By the way, Demarion Terrell is a top high school prospect to the Jays. He didn't go till the 19th round. He's going to end up at Auburn. I think, but he's pretty much the consensus top high school prospect in Alabama. Absolutely amazing left-handed hitter. He was originally going to go to Northwest Florida, but now he's heading to Auburn. Sorry, some music started. So very nice pick there. We got another D2 prospect from St. Leo University in Florida. It is a Luke Lashutka, Division II. They are not playing with the Division IIs from St. Leo. Here he is right here, Luke Lashutka, right-handed pitcher, number 0 from Fairview Park, Ohio, St. Ignatius High School. Congratulations to him. Can we get stats? We want stats. How about a 2.88 ERA, 10-1 record, 100 innings, gave up 94 hits, just 11 walks. That's why he was drafted. 102 strikes, 11 walks. Ladies and gentlemen, he started 15 games and he walked 11 people. That's less than a walk per start. Holy crap. That is impressive. He don't walk no one. And he gets dudes out and he struck out 102 guys. No wonder he was drafted and the Marlins got him. Luke Lashutka, watch for him. I guess guess what? The mound is still 60 feet, 6 inches. And when you're freaking not walking anyone, especially against less disciplined Division II hitters, that's pretty freaking good. Luke Lashutka might make his way at least to AAA, in my opinion. And maybe even higher. Holy crap, we got someone out of Connors State College, Twine Palmer, Connors State College in Oklahoma, Twine Palmer. Tyler Bayer has been drafted and Cade Obermiller out of Iowa. I know I looked at him. Is he on my list? Yes, he is. Look at this. Number 167 on my list right here, left-handed pitcher out of Iowa. I scouted Iowa, and I loved what I saw from this dude. I didn't know if he'd get drafted, but he has been drafted. He was pretty good in high school as well in Iowa City. And he is drafted by the Rangers. Very nice pick by the Texas Rangers. Okay. And another guy on my list, Dylan Volantis, has been drafted by the A's. Here he is at number 224, left-handed pitcher out of Westlake High School. He has just been drafted by the A's. Yeah, the Marlins are coming to a baseball field near you. The Marlins are crushing it. So the A's draft Dylan Volantis out of Westlake High School in California. He is my number 224 prospect, and he was drafted at 586. So I thought this dude was good. Finally got drafted at 586. 6'6" pitcher, lots of projection, powerful arm, and just a nasty fastball. Just blows it by people. back to the draft. 29 more picks. No Roman Kuntz. No Mark Schallenberger so far. No Charlie Bates. They're not taking him. Tarleton State's got a guy like got Cole Mears. Tarleton State has not been selected. Ben Watson. Is Ben Watson still out there? Surely not. Ben Watson from Virginia Tech is still out there. These are guys I'm telling you are good that I have scouted and I'm super excited about. But hey, Owen Cobb from Stanford still out there. Ryan Andrade from Pittsburgh. Wait, wasn't he taken? Oh, he was taken. He was taken by the Rays. Back to round 20. Carter Frederick, outfielder from OU, has been selected by the Kansas City Royals. This is an interesting pick because he was injured, I believe, this year. He only played in 13 games, but he did go 12 for 35, which is good for a 343 batting average. He hit a couple of home runs, but he had suffered some kind of injury because he has barely played. So, Carter Frederick will have to look at some highlights because I did not see him much this year. There's an opposite field pop. This is high school, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is Wood Bat League. Not really sure. Oh, that was an inside the Parker.
Did not make the play. Ball falls into the field of play. Rounding third and heading home. Frederick in there.
Okay, that was the Portland Pickles. That's summer ball league with the Portland Pickles. Okay, interesting pick right there. Carter Frederick to the Royals. Thank you so much. We're just wrapping it up here in the last round. Hunter Omlid to the Colorado Rockies out of Iowa and Arizona. It said Arizona State. I don't know why it said Iowa and Arizona. I was like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Arizona State. Miles Bailey out of Lincoln High School in Florida. Phone ain't dying. We're wrapping up here. We got about 5-10 minutes through this last round. Thank you, Graham, for following me on Twitter. I followed you back. I know you were here earlier. Are we going to get some of these guys? Colby Shelton, ladies and gentlemen, pick number 590. The Washington Nationals did it. Colby Shelton, finally off the board. My goodness. A big home run hitter for Alabama last year, Florida this year. Colby Shelton hit 45 bombs in the last 2 years. 6 feet tall, natural home run swing, really good launch angle. And when he makes solid contact, the ball jumps off this dude's bat. 254 average. Doesn't sound like anything great. He will strike out a little bit. That's the problem why it took so long. But he's a good defender and he's got big power. And if he can cut back on that strikeout rate, Colby Shelton has a chance to do big things. And this could be a major steal here in the 20th round. Finally, Logan says. Finally. Now I'm wondering about my dudes. Owen Rice. Owen Rice has been taken out of Milwaukee by the Cardinals. Wisconsin, Milwaukee pitcher Owen Rice Nasty stuff, big strikeout numbers, big walk numbers. He walks about a batter per inning. That's the problem with Owen Rice. Other than that, he's got big potential. So Owen Rice is on his way to the St. Louis Cardinals organization here in the last round. Zachary Redner has just got picked out of Florida. He went to Hillsborough Community College. Hillsborough Community College. He did big things. It wasn't a huge name coming out of high school in Florida, but he went over there to junior college and tore it up. Adam Height by the Mets off the board. He is number 166 out of Cedar Park Christian. Infielder. He is on my list here at 166. He's been drafted by the New York Mets. Nice pick by the Mets. What's up? What's going on? What's good, tribe? Okay. Oh man, some of my favorite guys did not get selected. At least and we're coming to the home stretch. Taylor Penn, another high school guy. Taylor Penn. These guys are jumping up and down because they're starting to lose hope right now. They're starting to lose hope. I never thought I'd see the day where you give up hope. Man, I ain't give up no hope, man. Taylor Penn. Good right-handed pitcher from Kentucky. I mean, he's not from the college, but the state, Woodford County High School. And Cam Walty, a pitcher out of Arizona. There's still a chance to sign as a undrafted free agent. And some of these guys are going to have to do that. Roman Kuntz will have to sign as an undrafted free agent somewhere. Unless the Giants select him, which they will. Eastern Oklahoma State Junior College, Dawson Price, 596. We have rumors right now that Roman Kuntz has been selected by the Giants. There is no way. We have a rumor that Roman Kuntz has been selected, who I have scouted, and I have told the Giants, you need to draft Roman Kuntz. Here we go. I'm waiting for it to be official. Pick number 598. It is not Roman Kuntz. You got me excited, Graham. The rumors was false. It is Fernando Gonzalez. You got me super excited. Fernando Gonzalez out of Georgia. A good catcher, though. Why did you get me so excited? The rumors were false. Fernando Gonzalez. It is. Catcher. Good baseball player. Can't complain about that. Out of Georgia. And the Giants, we need some catching prospects in the system as well. He hit 292 at Georgia this year, but I would have rather taken a higher ceiling with a Roman Kuntz. Eric only listens to me. They usually start drafting pretty quick. Graham said that. Graham started the rumor. I thought he was being serious, but he was just saying... It was just hope. That's why I was trying to find confirmation. I couldn't find any. And then it was Fernando Gonzalez. Mason Russell out of Castile High School has been selected by the Reds. Chase Fralick out of McIntosh High School to the San Diego Padres. We're wrapping this thing up. Dan Giants. Why didn't you take one of my dudes? Thank you, KG. I appreciate that. Cole Royer to the Yankees. Pierce County High School. We're running down. We're down to the final. We're down to the wire here. We're down to the wire. Roman Kuntz is probably not going to get selected. Mark Schallenberger probably not going to get selected. Some of my other top guys, Nate Stokeham from Western Carolina, not hearing his name. Undrafted free agent time. Get your agent on the phone and get signed, guys. Garrett Shull never did get drafted. What about Dominic Castellano from Central Florida? One of the better pitchers. And did he not get drafted? Dominic Castellano out of Central Florida. Just to show you, I don't know what these teams are smoking. This is Dominic Castellano, Central Florida, Division I, 7-0, 2.83 ERA, 68 strikeouts in 60 innings, 25 walks only. Nobody wants him. Nobody wants him. Can someone explain that? Can someone explain this? What is going on? But at least Kobe Shelton fell off the board. Okay, Braden Rissadorf out of Indiana and Ryan Piccolo out of St. Joseph's off the board. We are running out of time here. We have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 12 more picks. 12 more picks. Last year in the 20th round, one of the guys I had my eyes on got picked at the last minute, and it was Bowser out of Stanford. Drew Bowser got picked at the last second. Hey, Central Florida, I just said go to a pitcher from Central Florida named Dominic Castellano. Marlins, you misheard me. They went to Central Florida. They got a pitcher, but it's Chase Santala. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Chase Santala out of the same school. He had an ERA of 6.96. And they didn't draft Dominic Castellano. Same school. 2.83. 7-0. 10.1 per 9 strikeout ratio. Domination. Pure domination. But they took the dude with the 6.96 ERA. And can someone explain that? Can someone explain this? I don't get that. I get it's not all about numbers, but like, dude, a dude dominates and you take the other dude who gave up a crap ton of runs. Yeah, Jake Reinisch from Wake Forest still out there. Got crushed 18 home runs this year for Wake Forest. One of the best hitters on Wake Forest. What's going on? We're running out of time. Well, at least you can sign as an undrafted free agent. Henry Brummel, we're still going high school. I think nobody should go high school because they might not sign. Caleb Corbett from Louisville. Caleb Corbett from Louisville has been drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays have drafted Caleb Corbett. Last minute, the dude has 7.88 ERA this year. He gave up a crap ton of runs. We don't care about they must see something they like in him. 6.96. Jake Reinisch on the board. This is the chance to grab dudes who can play. Caleb Corbett has good stuff. But this is your last chance. Grab someone. Guys, Giants are done. Fernando Gonzalez, 1, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 9 more dudes to go. 9 more dudes to go. Rays. We are now at the Mets. The Mets are on the clock. The Mets are on the clock. Pac-12 Pitcher of the Year. Not signed. Talon Van Sickle. And we're back to UC San Diego. It's Bryce Martin Grudzielanek. Bryce Martin Grudzielanek. Bryce Martin Grudzielanek from UC San Diego is an infielder. I think. Let me see what it says. Yeah, shortstop. Okay, Merritt Jones. I tell you what has no merit. This draft. No, actually, I was really feeling the first few rounds, but now this last few rounds, I'm like, who are we taking here? There's better players out there who've proven themselves. But Merritt Jones is good. He was hot coming out of high school a couple years back. How did he do in college in Utah? 6.45 ERA, 68 strikeouts in 68 innings, 33 walks, high walk rate, decent strikeout, good strikeout ratio, but I wouldn't touch him. I wouldn't touch him right now. It just depends who they are. A lot of them will sign all the way through. If they get drafted, they'll sign. But usually, if they're not the top high school guys, if they're not top 3 rounds, they probably won't sign. All right, Cal State Fullerton getting some love from Evan Yates. Evan Yates, Cal State Fullerton. This is a good arm out of Cal State Fullerton, but he's been hurt. He's been hurt all year. I don't think he pitched a baseball this year. And that's where we're at right now in the draft. I'm going to look up his stats. I think he had Tommy John or something. No, yeah, he's literally just now pitching. Okay, he's tearing it up in the summer league. That's why they signed him. He's just now back from injury. 1.27 ERA in summer ball. And last year he was really good for Cal State Fullerton in their lineup. Okay, I don't mind that pick too much. Hunter Elliott out of Ole Miss to the Dodgers. Hunter Elliott out of Ole Miss. We're wrapping it up here. Come on, man. Come on, guys. You know who to take. Let's go. Hunter Elliott out of Ole Miss has been drafted. And he might have been hurt this year too, to be honest. Let's look up his stats. I did not see him pitch at all this year for Ole Miss. Tommy John. He had Tommy John. Maybe they figure, hey, he'll be healthy for a while because he just had Tommy John. 2 guys in a row, 2 Tommy John guys in a row who missed the entire season at the end of the draft. They must have just figured we'll take them. This must have been the plan. They were planning to take these guys in the last round. But really weird. Hunter Elliott, a Tommy John project. Oh, dude, if I got drafted, of course I'd sign. I don't care when they drafted me. Eric Hartman to the Atlanta Braves. And we have only 6 more players to go. 6 more players in... 6 more baseball players are about to be drafted by professional teams. Who will they be? Who will they be? Kyler Carmack is one of them. An Ole Miss again, a teammate of Hunter Elliott. Kyler Carmack. Ole Miss is getting some love here. This is a pitcher. .280 ERA on the season. Not much to go on there. Terrible numbers. Of course, I'm signing. I don't care who drafts me. If I get drafted, I'm signing. High school, Keimer Gary. I want to thank everyone for joining us for this draft. We have done every single round live. We ain't playing. Keimer Gary is committed to Arizona State. He is the best player in, or at least the best, one of the best hitters in the state of Arizona. There ain't no way he's signing. Keimer Gary's going to Arizona State. This is one of the top players in the state of Arizona. He won't sign. He might, but I highly doubt he's signing. Keimer Gary's gonna go to Arizona State. In fact, some of these guys will put it on Twitter. Here's his Twitter. 5-Tool Arizona. He hasn't said much, but he's definitely going to Arizona State. So I wouldn't get too excited. But if he doesn't, by the way, Hunter Carnes to the Diamondbacks. We have one more pick. Hunter Carnes. Well, at least him. He is on my list at 160, but he might not sign either. From First Coast High School. He's one of the fastest catchers in the country. This is what I said about him. One of the fastest catchers because he can absolutely fly in the base paths and might want to switch positions if he wants to keep it that way. For now, he's a catcher and a good one with a very strong arm, ability to control the running game. His arm is strong enough to play the outfield or even the left side of the infield. As a hitter, he has a very simple, quick, efficient swing. Extremely strong hands, can produce impressive exit velos. Also has decent home run power, could develop more as he progresses. Committed to Florida State, will likely begin his college career as a catcher, assuming he doesn't go pro. If he does, the pro organization will have to decide whether keeping him behind the dish is worth it, given his plus speed. And finally, to wrap it up, it is a division or as a JUCO player, Mac Rose, McLennan Community College. Mac Rose, 5 gifties. 5 gifties. Mac Rose, the last man selected. Garrett Shull, undrafted. Noah Franco, undrafted. Mark Schallenberg, undrafted. Roman Kuntz, undrafted. Jimmy Ding, undrafted but gifted a membership. John Emmanuel Ramos Henderson, undrafted but gifted a membership. Jordan Horn, undrafted but gifted a membership. Fury G, undrafted but gifted a membership. And F55 Giants fan 22, undrafted, gifted a membership. Bryson Van Sickle. Bryson Van Sickle from University of Utah has gone undrafted. Despite going 5-1 with a 3 ERA this season. Overall, this was a fairly strong draft in the first 10 rounds. The last 10 rounds, a lot of Tommy John projects, a lot of rough stats, and I disagree with not going with at least some of these guys who have just put up massive stats, even Division II guys like we've talked about. I mean, it's not too shocking, but at the same time, I don't get it. But these are highly paid $1 million organizations who evidently know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, I'll be following some of the guys I talked about and seeing if they sign as an undrafted free agent. We can look their names up right here. Mark Schallenberger, undrafted from Evansville. No, Evansville, did anyone? How do you get to freaking super regionals and nobody gets drafted? Oral Roberts, I'll go over here. Yeah, nobody gets drafted from Evansville. Only Brooks Fowler and Jacob Hall get drafted from Oral Roberts. Abilene, we had Dash Albus. That's it. Other than that, guys, though, I enjoyed it. The A's really had a great draft. The A's, Cardinals, Padres, Giants, Royals, Orioles, Diamondbacks, pretty good. Those are some of the teams that jump out to me. But the A's, Nick Kurtz, Tommy White, Gage Jump, Joshua Kuroda Grauer, Rodney Green, those top 5, deadly, amazing. And then a lot of really good players. Kyle Robinson, a lot of really good players all over the place. And as for, we'll look at the Giants. But the Cardinals also did really well to get J.J. Weatherholt. He could have easily gone first overall. Brian Holiday, Ryan Campos, Braden Davis, and then some sick arms down here, like right here in this region with Nolan Sparks, Mason Burns, Sam Broderson. Holy crap. Very good. Cardinals did great. But I like the Giants draft. I wish down at the bottom. Okay, we got Ryan Urey. Can't complain about that. Ryan Urey and Ryan Slater, both really good arms. And we got Jeremiah Jenkins, who was on my top prospects list as well. An absolute slugger out of Maine, and took shots on a few Division III and NAIA guys. So I like that. I like that. Haven't played softball in a couple years. I'm getting in shape now. I'm working out, and yeah. So good draft overall. The Giants did well. I appreciate that. Everybody, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We'll have some videos recapping the draft, talking about these dudes. But end of the day, I think the Giants did really, really well. But couldn't ask for more, honestly. Couldn't ask for a better draft from the Giants, personally. Some of the other teams, I don't know what they're thinking, but we'll see how it works out. Texas Rangers, Malcolm Moore, like that. Casey Cook. You know, this is middle of the road, good solid draft for the Rangers. The Yankees are the team that I kind of like, what are you doing? Ben Hess in the first round? He would have been available later. Bryce Cunningham, a little risky pick right there, but good stuff. Thatcher Hurd kind of had injury issues kind of all over the place, but good stuff. But I would have waited to try to get these top three guys because there were much better players available. And then they just started getting guys they had to get because they have Yankee names like Gus Hughes and Brandon Decker. You had no choice. JoJo Jackson had no choice. Austin Green is good from Texas Tech. But all these guys are excited to go into the Yankees organization because they're the Yankees. Have a wonderful day. George Mason. Connor Eaton. Of course, Connor Eaton was drafted out of George Mason. Connor Eaton. Connor Eaton was drafted. Red Sox still piss me off. All right. Thank you, D. Porter. I do appreciate you. I appreciate everyone being here. And out of Maine, someone named Jeremiah Jenkins was drafted. Abilene just dash Albus, and that's it. Oklahoma, John Spikerman, Braden Davis, Ryan Lambert, Bryce Madron, Brendan Girton, holy crap, Michael Snyder, Jackson Nicholas, Carter Frederick. You guys nailed it. Holy moly. The Sooners lost everyone. Jackson Nicholas to the Dodgers. Giants get Ryan Urey. Love that. Texas Longhorns, Jared Thomas, LeBron Johnson Jr., and Tanner Witt. Jalen Flores went undrafted. Jalen Flores went undrafted. How did that happen? Jalen Flores and Anthony Silva went undrafted. That's shocking. That is shocking. That's really shocking. Thank you, Randy Runolfson. $4.99. Thanks for keeping us speeded up. Got you. All right, 3 hours, 43 minutes. I'm out. We're done for this year's draft. We'll be back next year. That's a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, D. Porter, Corona Accounting Solutions, D. Porter again, and Randy Runolfson. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Congratulations to everyone who was drafted this year. What if Travis Bazzana went undrafted? Thank you guys so much. I would have had to just stop watching baseball. Goes number one. Congratulations to Travis Bazzana. Number one. And congratulations to all the... he's the only Australian. The only Aussie was drafted was Travis Bazzana, and he goes first overall. Very, very nice. And to all, shout out to the Canadians who were drafted. A whole bunch of Canadians were drafted this year as well. Shout out to everyone, and congratulations to all these amazing players who are going to start their pro careers. Many of them will not. Many of them will continue or go to college or continue their college careers. But the Giants did well. The Giants did very well. Awesome, everyone. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next year for the Major League Baseball draft. Until then, I don't have any catchphrase for you. See ya!
He's going back. He's going to run down. Ball gets away. This one's over. Oh, my freaking goodness.
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Jeff Passan has the Giants getting Chris Bryant. I am taking the Atlanta Braves.